four pillars, guys. Restoring the family as the centerpiece of American life and protect our children. Restoring the family as the centerpiece of American life and protect our children. That's number one. Number two, dismantle the administrative state and return self-governance to the American people. Three, defend our nation's sovereignty, borders, and bounty against global threats. And four, secure our God-given individual rights to live freely, what our Constitution calls the blessings of liberty.
Oh, yeah, we are back and we are live. Yours is better, but mine is longer and more annoying. She got me coughing. How you doing, bro? You are muted. We ain't hearing you just yet.
I'm good. I'm
There
feeling
you are.
real good, brother. How you feeling, brother?
Good, man. We got to keep the pew-pews going because, oh, my God, he's back. Ladies and gentlemen. They said, Reef, stay there. Don't come back. And he said,
I'm going to come.
You know what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, I am your co-host, FW Mike. That stands for fresh and white because I am both of those things. And, of course, to my right-hand side, the man, the myth, the legend.
Look at my African-American over here. Look at him. Are you the greatest? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, he does. DJ, ladies and gentlemen, it's DJ Protocol. Wow.
DJ Protocol. DJ Protocol. Light that fuse.
Like that fuse.
You know it. What's happening?
Man, I love this show sometimes, man. It's my you know what I mean? It's my therapy in a way. It's my therapy.
Yep.
Plus, I love talking to you because oh my God, Fuego too. We got Fuego in the building. We got Haram in the building. Troublemaker Jonah in the building. Amy in the building. She say hi, Mr. Pro. Woo.
What up, Miss Amy?
Man, we both been
What
so
up,
busy.
boys?
I feel like I ain't talked to you much this week. You know, let's just give a big and to everybody in the building. We love you. Yeah. So, man, I feel like I haven't got to talk to you much this week, but you've been busy, man, with all the work. You know what I'm saying? And projects, work, fighting the good fight. You know what I mean? Helping other people, the Georgia nerds, the events. You know what I'm saying? Like you have just been slammed this week. So slammed.
Boy,
Ladies and gentlemen, my man did a
busy.
2-hour Friday night only.
I did 2 hours. I did 2 hours on Friday.
I know, right? Weird.
Very weird. Very weird, man. Look, I got my weeks crossed up, and I thought I was supposed to be in the club, and I had totally different topics that I wanted to talk to in the club. And then I looked and was like, it wasn't. It's next. Oh, man. So, I did that, and then I had a very long day ahead of me on Saturday, so I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to stretch it. There are things that we can do, but this is just the Lord telling me to take my butt to sleep because I was going to need it, and Lord knows that I needed it because yesterday Yesterday was a long day. From the fish rodeo to the food truck festival to the first college party of the year last night. Yo, it was, whew, I think I left home about 10 and I got in my bed about 2-ish a.m. a.m. to a.m. So it was a good time yesterday, man. It was a good time yesterday.
Hell yeah. No, I know you were talking about they had food trucks there, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
What else was going on there?
There was a DJ playing. There was other vendors there. Oh man, there was a Black Voters Matter, right? Which is like they claim to be nonpartisan, but they're not nonpartisan. They're not nonpartisan at all. I had walked up and seen the lady. I'm sorry, I just had a mean pro just shoot through my head just now. Like it was one of those moments where it was like, ooh, and I was watching Deadpool and Wolverine. Ooh, like I had a Wolverine pro Deadpool mindset just pop up just now. And it wasn't cool. Anyway, so yeah, they're there and they got like, here's Kamala's stances on these things, here's Trump's stances on these things. And one of them was criminal justice, right? And criminal justice reform. And like they honed in on the whole quantified immunity and stop and frisk thing, right? Like this was crazy that this was on paper. Like these motherfuckers move quick. You know what I'm saying? They move quick. And the fact that it was printed, handouts, little poster, they talk about criminal justice, like, well, why didn't you? Where's the mention of the First Step Act? Like, we could talk about all the crap he says out of his mouth all day, but what did he put his signature on? He put his signature on the biggest crime justice reform bill since the 1994 crime bill.
Boom.
So, like, what is that? And really, the person could only look, and it was like for this to be as big as an event as it was, when it came to attendance, when it came to the amount of food trucks, where it was located, literally it was at Georgia Southern University in the parking lot on the main thoroughfare. Like Abercorn Street is historic. It literally goes from River Street to out of town.
And I'm assuming we haven't gotten too deep into it, and I'm assuming where you live, Saturdays are big days, especially college football season kickoff day. I bet that's a huge day where you live, man.
It is. Because like we have, first of all, we got all the Bulldog fans, like Georgia Bulldog fans go crazy. Then you got the people who moved into town with all the other colleges that they love. You got the close colleges, even Georgia Southern. Like Georgia Southern isn't a pushover. They've been in quite a few bowls.
So, as a football guy, as a college football guy, I know Georgia Southern.
Yeah.
Solely because of there's a million colleges I can't name because I'm the dumb guy, remember? But yeah, so.
but you enjoy the sports though. You know what I'm saying? You may not be the look, fuck the school books. All right. I'm watching the gambling books and I'm watching the playbooks and I'm watching these roster books because
Well, that honestly, to me, the predicted polls are a better measure than the whatever polls that they use, the news polls, just because that's real money. You know what I mean? And money is real. These gambling houses have legit, stuff involved on that. So absolutely
true.
Got our first question. Amy is asking, how do fish do a rodeo? Do you ride bucking dolphins? And I think she means bucking, actually, which is weird because most of the time when bucking is an autocorrect situation when I write that word. So
right. But she actually meant bucking, bucking Broncos and bucking dolphins.
Yeah.
Well, so there weren't any bucking dolphins. However, there was a snapping turtle and a few jumping fish that were brought out of the water. So what it was is you have a lot of oh man, I lost the term. It's not anchormen, it's anglemen. There we go. You have the anglers that go out there. You got your fishers, right? Your true real live fishermen, and they really just go out for who gets the biggest catch, fastest catch. Excuse me. The biggest catch, the most fish caught, best throw. It's a few trophies that were being handed out there at the rodeo. It was just, showing off your fisher skills, man. How good at you at baiting these fish on these hooks.
Heck
And
yeah.
we had a kid out there, man. I ain't gonna say his name, but my man caught 40 fish.
Dang.
Little kid. 8 years old.
And he caught the most?
And he caught the most.
Oh, what's his
And
trick?
he caught the
His
most.
daddy taught him right. I
He
mean, his
was taught
daddy
right.
must have taught him right. Or his grandpa.
Said he was out there since he was 3.
Yeah, man. Dude, I remember my grandpa's always got good fishing. If you were young, most of us were lucky enough to hang out with your grandfather at any time, or one of them. Yeah, every grandpa has them fishing skills they're going to teach you if you're lucky. So it's always a kid. These damn kids.
These kids, man. These kids. Nah, so it was in a controlled. It was, a package could have been caught. Yeah. But it was at a lake, man. It's a man-made lake called Lake Mare out here in the city. And interesting thing. So, like, I love this lake for more reasons than one. But Tony Hawk Foundation built something like a skate park out there at this lake. You know what I'm saying? And like skating, I love skating. Like I enjoyed skateboarding. I mean, I'm a Tony Hawk kid. I was alive during Tony Hawk and Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Okay, when X Games were starting to flourish in the world, right?
Right.
So for them to actually choose the city to build a skate park, man, that was pretty dope. And saw some skaters out there. But they came over to the giveaway, which is what we also had. And before you guys ask, no. All right. No. I'm just prefacing the word no as I say what I'm about to say. We were giving away free food. We had hot dogs, we had chicken. Hot dogs and the chicken was actually cooked up by the CCSO, which is the Chatham County Sheriff's Office. A lot of their officers came over and hopped on the grills. They got big old grills and threw some hot dogs on the grill and threw some chicken on the grill and cooked it up and served it to the people. And then we dropped some fish in the grease and gave out free fish. No, it wasn't the fish that we caught in Lake Mare. Okay, prefaced it with no.
Have you seen Gleaming the Cube, Jonah?
No,
that's a white boy movie from the 80s, probably. Hold on. Well, since he brought it up, you never heard of Gleaming the Cube, bro?
No. I haven't.
Bro, you're not a real skater. You better call Strong Dad and learn about.
Yeah, I might need to call. Might need to. See,
hey, there's a cube. Bro, listen. There's a cube, and you got to gleam it. White people come up with some stupid shit. Anyway,
I missed it.
I swear my wife just made a reference to this movie. God, the other day, like as a joke. Okay, so here we are. I don't tell folks about what I do with my cube. Yeah. We're married, so very little gleaming.
Christian Slater as a skater, huh? Okay.
Yeah, no, it's coming. It's coming. I did.
Yeah.
Hold on. It's coming. Whoa, and there you go.
Look
at that.
Oh. Put it on screen. Yep. There we go.
Gleaming the cube, bro. See, he's crashing with skateboards through the glass window, bro. Look at the hair. Oh, my God. Look at the hair on this man.
Look at the hair, bro.
Can I pause this? Yes, I have to. Let me get another hair shot. And then we'll look, bro. Look at that. That's some cube gleaming. That is some high-level cube gleaming, bro.
That's lit.
I got to find the hair again. I got to see the Christian Slater hair. That hair is too fresh. Boom! Look at that hair.
That's some dope hair.
I just want that haircut now. I want a dangly cross earring.
Hey, listen,
that hair, bro.
I'm about to watch Gleaming the Cube. You feel me? I got to remember, dude. I was born in '88.
Extreme.
So there's some things from the '80s that I totally missed because I was raised in the '90s. But I caught a lot. But now I'm gonna go back and watch Gleaming the Cube.
Well, that's one of those like. Yeah, I don't remember it officially, but like it became such a joke movie that you had to watch it because they're just those movies that are like, okay, I gotta watch this. So, And then classics, you know what I mean? So my sister lost her shit over that hair. That's why she got 4 babies. Anyway, let's I'll stop. I thought she dated Mexicans though. Anyway, no, her whole thing is like she dates Latino dudes. Like that's her jam, right?
So
So
JD.
like, and that was not Latino hair back then. You know what I mean? So we're getting into it. Look, man, we deal with the heavy issues of the news, late breaking news topics in society. It's what we do. Okay. You want
And
to
this
talk
breaking news is that this dude who enjoys skateboarding never saw Gleam in the Cube, but I will by next show.
1989, it came out.
See, look, 1 year old.
Boom, 1989. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still trying to watch Twisters. I haven't had a chance to watch Twisters yet.
Really? I need to watch it again.
Well, we got into Umbrella Academy, and it's it's like all of that streaming stuff, right? First season is really good. Problem is it has Ellen Page in it, and so there's that. But and what's funny, dude, is that all these no-name actors are far better actors. First season of Umbrella Academy is one of the coolest comic book adaptations I maybe have ever seen. It's really cool. And then we get into season 2, and then I hear it went so downhill like The Boys, right? So we're almost done with season 2, and it's a little more than season 1, but I'm afraid season 3 is going to be impossible. We'll see. But yeah, man, that's why they quit making it, because so. But what's crazy is there are some amazing actors and some amazing storylines, and then they cut to like Ellen Page's little storyline, and it just is boring and so what are you going to do? Speaking of boring and let's talk about Tim Pool and Twitter. Let's get into it. You ready?
Guys, because it's about to get real interesting. Let me take a swiggle.
All right, you take
Let me take a swiggle.
Pulling it up here. Some bullshit, if you ask me, but I'm a big old racist, so who knows? That's all I get. You don't like the Obamas, you racist piece of shit. No, I don't like the Obamas because I don't like the Obamas, right? Like, anyway.
Hell, I don't like the Obamas.
Right?
And I can list off a whole bunch of reasons why I don't like the Obamas.
A squiggle. Yeah, no, man, that was another thing. But we're going to break down later tonight a whole segment on how to deal with the ruckus. Now, what that means is the noise. It's something important that we want to do, and me and Pro didn't really talk about it, but he's so naturally good at it that I know, just kind of, bringing it up, and we will get to this in a bit. We want to get to this, what we have up right now. But you are Hotep Big Mike. Does somebody have, please don't, I am not. If that is something that's being used in the chat, that is not me. Jesus, is there a Hotep Big Mike out there now doing the thing? I don't know.
That's my first time hearing of it.
Oh,
Fuego, what say you?
If there's another guy saying he's me, that's Hotep Big Mike. Just so you guys know, it is not me. Plus, y'all know me. I'm way too narcissistic to not get my own credit. I know.
Mike has bad knees.
Mike has, but I know Mike has, but he's a dude. This is not me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Feel the noise, Jack in the building. You are, but I'm going to make it stick. Okay, whatever.
Okay. Your new name. All right.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm giving you some pew pews in a little because I love you, Jack, and I haven't got to talk to you lately. We'll catch up. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's go to work.
Here we go.
So this was a poll, and I tagged Pro in this because I absolutely thought by far, you know what I mean, that I absolutely thought by far that pay reparations and end war by like 75-80%. Why? Well, because one, it's just me and the bow shizzle. We gotta give him the love. Your turn, dog.
It's my turn. I'm just you already know how I feel about I was looking at the screen.
I'm trying to pull up to me because he's a real one.
That's bros. Bro, I was gonna give it to him, but I was just stuck. I was looking at 57.2 and 42.8. I was stuck. My eyes was just stuck.
I agree. Kamal already paying reparations to the inmates that she sterilized.
Lord have mercy.
My cat is trying to. Exactly. My cat lost it too, Fuego. That's why I love it. Anyway, all right, we'll stop. So
Look,
the thing
you gotta
about
hit
it
the
is,
pew 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 with the lasers on the light on the laser light on the cat. The cat will probably go in the aesthetic
know.
shop.
My cat is real sketchy. My cat was like a dumpster cat. You know what I mean? It was a basement cat. Like it was found when a basement was flooding, and they went over there like, oh, a cat. So like she's sketchy as hell anyway. She don't like she barely even likes my wife. You know what I mean? Like I'm the only one she'll mess with because cats of a feather, right? So I think that's how that saying goes. Don't judge. So Tim Pool put out a tweet the other day. Simple. If Trump promised to cut all funding to Ukraine and Israel and end foreign interventions, but he would use that same money to pay reparations to descendants. He didn't even say all black people here, which is let's just stay on this one. Okay. We're going to stay on point here. That is one thing I respect that Bryson did the other night is that he didn't let him squirm. While I'm, this or that on that argument, I don't really feel that there was a solid winner. I feel like Hotep Goldstein made some great points, and I feel like Bryson made some good points. I feel like the issue is Bryson didn't address the other points that Golds. He was just like, yeah, well, you're wrong, da-da-da-da, versus let's address this issue you're having, right? Like, hey, I think reparations for black people is a good idea. Well, you're wrong anyway. These white people over here said you're stupid. Okay, but can we talk about why or why not? But anyway,
Can we?
Broke, but thank you for the suggestion. There you go. Anyway, so Tim Pool hits this at Trump. Now, to me, you know what I mean? Of course. No, I want the wars to end right now. Also, if the money goes to reparations for American black folks, guess what? That money stays here. You know what I mean? That money will absolutely infuse the economy in all sorts of beneficial ways. Black people, percentage-wise, create more small businesses than any other group of people. Well, we don't count the Mexican businesses because they don't have to pay taxes or get, licenses or permits or anything. But sorry. Maybe I am a little racist. That's not all Latino. I'm saying there's a lot of illegal businesses competing with legal businesses that affect everyone. And when you look at a group of folks, specifically black folks in this situation, percentage-wise, they create the most small businesses, are the most industrious, higher within their communities the most, right? So exactly what we want for America. Exactly what we want for America. And here I go being racist, but if you want to go Dave Chappelle with it, you know what I mean? And go, oh, well, they're just going to spend the money at Gucci and whatever. Okay, guess what? There's more people to work for Gucci then. You know what I mean? Guess what? There's more people to work for, wherever, the car dealership. Look, I've sold cars for a long time. I might go back to it tomorrow. Who knows? But I'm just saying, there's like anytime you infuse real money into a community to help that community rebuild, it helps everyone around that community. Whoa! Instead of overtaxing that community, then forcing people with money that are trying to help that community, forcing their money out of their pocket into the government's hands, and it never getting to, you know what? Never mind. Long story short.
Bro, you listen. You cooking. You cooking the conversation that a lot of our flyby viewers speaking of, man, hit the like button, man. This is a good convo right here, man. We're great men having real conversations that need to be had in America. Hit the like button, share it with somebody, man. Keep cooking, bro.
So anyway, yeah, long story short there. First of all, murder is bad. This is something that was cool because one of the guys on Nephilim Death Squad was on Tim Cass the other night, and he said this, and it made a lot of sense to me. And he said, when Trump did his first CNN town hall, when he first announced way back, and that chick was so mean to him, but she was like, so do you want Putin to win or do you want Ukraine to win? And he was like, I don't look at it like that. He's like, I don't look at it in terms of winning or losing like you. I just want the murder to stop. I want the death to stop. He's like, if we can get the people to the table, because he's smart enough to understand winning to one guy is not winning to the other guy. And you don't negotiate. You know what I mean by going winning is you giving us killing you. Not to mention the fact that now Ukraine is incurring into Russia with our money and our tanks and our bombs and our guns. But fuck you if you want to open a roofing company in your community. Or maybe you have great food and you'd like to open a restaurant. Or maybe you want to do clothing. God, no. You know what I mean? Or whatever you want. It's America. But no, we got to, fund
First,
war.
bitch, you got to run through these applications. And then when you get through these applications, I need this money. But I need this money in order for you to even get the application before you turn the application in, because I'm going to need the money for that too, all right? And then when you turn the application in, there's all these other things. I'm going to need your money for us to come and say, yep, you did this and check this off. Exactly. And then I'm going to need the money right before you decide you want to open up.
And then I'm going to make sure that I have a little NGO set up to filter all the people I give the money to make sure somehow it comes back to me. And it all helps our politicians somehow stay in office.
Somehow.
That then, make sure that the laws benefit me only. I get the break that nobody else does, so I get the unfair advantage. It's, oh my gosh, but it just makes no sense to me. Why would we want to fund war over? So anyway, he hits this. Clearly, in my opinion, it makes no sense on a business level. I am only appealing on a business level. Now we want to get into the fact that black people are also Native American folks. You know what I mean? Correct me anytime I'm wrong here. But anyway, yeah. So you know what I'm saying, man. I don't want to. I'm not telling you anything, but if people are listening, if you, like I said, we're dealing with the ruckus. So if you're, of the Caucasian persuasion, if you're a chalky like me, and you're out there and you're trying to explain to people, or you don't understand reparations, let me just explain it to you on a level of, look, you're allowed to not like people. I know people that don't like black people. I know Chinese people that don't like black people. I know white people. I know black people that don't like black people. You know what I mean? It's okay. I know a lot of people that don't like white people. Fuck, I know many people that don't like me. You know what I'm saying? It's all okay. You can not like who you don't like, whatever. I'm not trying to appeal to you by going, no, you have to like black people. Okay, it's America. You should, but if you don't, I can't force you to like or dislike anything. But I can tell you that funding war to murder people overseas for no good reason other than to support a money laundering campaign that only drives us deeper into a poverty cycle while raising inflation rates versus taking that same amount of money, putting it into what we know on paper to be the most industrious, most small business creating, most within their community hiring folks in America, a group of folks in America like that, regardless of race, color, skin color, creed, religion. If we give them that money instead, it will be a better America for everyone, period, the end. And that's before we get into black folks being Native American and deserving the same reparation, and then Jim Crow and redlining. And I haven't even said the word slavery. What? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, listen.
Sorry, dog.
You're
just so unacceptable. And
I'm happy. I'm happy. You know why I'm happy?
Why?
Because it's one thing coming out my black ass mouth saying, I want reparations or X, Y, Z, or not even so much if I want, but I deserve it based on what I can prove, the atrocities that was done. Like, this country pays people. It is on record that people that they have done wrong by, they have apologized and cut them a check. We didn't do what we were supposed to do as far as protecting your rights as a citizen. We dropped the ball in this supposedly protecting you and your life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. So because we did that, we dropped the ball. Here's what we owe you. It's on record.
Also, you go to court, you put the Bill of Rights, and you say, I can make a strong argument that these rights have been infringed upon by the U.S. government. And just like I don't get the fight, bro. Like, there's so much I don't get. Like, the deeper you get in, the more your head swirls. And then you kind of understand a Sam Tripoli at a certain point. You're like, I just crack and go, it's all the Illuminati and you know what I'm saying? It's all, and it kind of is. It truly is. So simple. Like, okay, we have this money. It's not an argument of whether this money's coming out of our pocket. Unwillingly, at this point, because, and illegally, because Congress didn't approve of it, This money is being taken out of our economy, guys. Focus on that first. Remember the question here, right? That money is being taken out of our economy already. And the question to me doesn't go far enough, but once again, and then it says to descendants of direct slaves. And what I want to do, what I really would like to do, is go up to the average person that says no and go like, have you ever sat down with a descendant of a direct slave? You know what I mean? Have you driven through the plantations? Have you even read, anything? I got cut up because there's so many books that came to mind. But Harriet Tubman. Just read Harriet Tubman, which is really basic stuff that most of us should read in like grade school or junior high. And then what's the one book? There's the book you always recommend that's so powerful. Oh gosh. Anyway, point is you can just read Harriet Tubman. You know what I mean? Read Malcolm X. Read anything. Shoot, they got movies now. You can watch the Malcolm X movie starring Denzel Washington. Easy man to look at. High level movie made. There you go. Frederick Douglass. Yes, the narrative. Yes. Yes, man, that book touches my heart.
I got another one around here somewhere. I just had it. I don't know where I put it at.
My wife is the Underground Railroad to second graders. I love that.
See, like it's, and man, it's different. That's why I say like people need to come over here. People need to come visit Savannah. People need to come visit, Carolina, Northern Florida. Like these are places people truly need to visit and find out what's really going on and learn. Like it's not the end all be all for me, but it would be fucking awesome for the U.S. government to do what it's did to so many other people and said, yeah, we fucked up. I mean, let's be real. The original Declaration of Independence spoke on how it was fucked up and what the Crown was doing to those people in slavery. The man wrote it. There was 3 drafts. He wrote it out of 2 of it's 3 copies. The original draft, the second draft, and then the published copy. And the original and the rough, mention how horrible slavery was. But because they were using it as an economy, they was like, hey man, listen, you got to take that out. That's the economy. But they mentioned how it was fucked up. And it's never the only other person, the only other real motherfucker. I curse. Mike said he's stopping on cursing. I ain't.
Go get it, dog.
I'm the shooting, rooting cowboy.
Get it.
The only other was Donald J. Trump. The Obama wouldn't even utter it. But Trump did. And guess what? The only person, God damn it. The only person to recognize, mention, and go to do something about slavery in America is the only person who is not the descendant of a slave owner as far as the presidents of the United States of America is concerned. That's right, the homie Donald Jerome Trump, the guy who signed the 400 Years of African American History Act in America, the president who signed that, who's also the same president that stood and said, African Americans, you built this nation. You built this nation, and you just not starting to get the credit that you deserve when it comes to it. We all built it, but you guys played a huge part in the building of this nation. Those are the words of Donald Jerome Trump on October 4th, 2019. I never forget it because my black ass was standing in the goddamn White House when he said it, high as a kite. I out the blunt before I walked in the gates of the White House. I don't care because it's legal in DC. Show is. Show is.
That's awesome. Awesome.
So yes, the only guy to sign legislation to have it put truly in the books of the United States. Yes, in Congress, but fuck that. Nah, that shit is written.
That's huge, man. See, you know what I mean? They don't tell you about that. So
No, they ain't gonna tell you that. They don't want them to know. They got to say Trump bad.
Also, you blew my mind with something that I didn't realize, but if Kamala gets in, she also will be descendant of slave owners.
Yes, Kamala will be a descendant of slave owner.
Man, that Rothschild families thing, the 7 families thing goes deeper and deeper, dude. It's scary because the more you get into this, the more you start becoming Alex Jones-like. And you're screaming, they're lying and they want to kill you. And everybody's like, fuck you, you crazy. It's like, but no, seriously. So, you know, I mean, let's see here. Jack says, it's okay. It's not okay to be racist, but it's just fine to be an equal opportunity hater. Yeah, I do hate most all people. So I will push back if black people get reparations. A lot of money going to Italy, though. Mel Brooks taught me in Blazing Saddles. Good one, Chana. It makes no sense for our young men to kill each other who don't know one another for old men who do. Absolutely agreed. Mike, you're completely wrong. That money is being printed and taken out of Protocol's great-grandchildren's mouth. No one has that paper. You're right. That's indebted money. That is to create a slave class in the future. Absolutely. I love pointing out that Underground did not take the slaves to Union or northern states. They brought them to Canada. That's true, but where did they all go? Where's all the black people in Canada now, though? You'd think there'd be like a thriving black community in Canada, but I don't. Maybe I'm missing it. So,
hey, man. It ain't gonna take the money out my grandkids' mouths.
No, yeah, no.
But see, if it's smart, see, we're
metaphorically.
There'll be no. That's where I'm going.
Yeah.
Now, if you're smart, you'll set it up so your grandkids won't have to deal with that foolishness, and it won't be paper taken out their mouths, but it'll be paper put in their mouths, right? But there will be a class, there will be a section of people who's going to take their reparations money and they're going to go blow that motherfucker. They're going to blow it. Whatever it is, whatever asset, whatever money, whatever it is they get, they will blow it because they have addictions. Addictions to shopping, addictions to outside additives, addiction to women, addiction to eating, addictions to gambling. There's all kind of addictions that rot people. And those addictions will eat that money alive. But there's a class of us. There's a class of us with major dreams. And right now they are being destroyed. They're being removed right in front of right at our fingertips. And if we had that nice lump sum, there's a nice little list of things that we will blink it, and we'll set ourselves up for the future. Those are the ones I worry about. Those are the survivors that are going to create the next generation that are going to keep things moving. That's who I give a fuck about surviving. I don't give a fuck about these bottom feeders, these bottom dwellers, these people who shouldn't be procreating anyway. Look, y'all want to know how I really feel about abortion? I'm finna say this. I'm going on the record. I'm going there. If they are mentally fucked enough to say that they want to do that, well, maybe they shouldn't be procreating anyway. Go right ahead. You stupid enough to want to sterilize yourself? Go ahead, little dummy. But you gonna make that choice, little dummy. And we're not gonna put it all over the place like this is Walmart. Like it's Popeyes. Hello, man, take your order. Yeah, I think I got triplets. No.
Also, how about this? What if that money stayed with the baby? Because then white families and, brown families that would love to adopt a baby but couldn't afford it could then adopt that baby. No.
But we're gonna have a whole lot of Harry Potters in what was the other movie?
Hey man, bring back the blur. You know what we
uh,
missed out on nowadays? In fact,
what's
me and my
that?
wife were talking about
No,
this.
no, 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 not Harry Potter readers. Harry Potters. Did you not read the book? You
Yeah,
know, you don't know.
yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
okay. You remember his aunt and uncle treated him like straight up.
Yeah.
Shh,
That's true. Yeah.
you know. And what was that? Little Orphan Annie. Same thing.
Jonah's got a plan.
You know.
I don't disagree necessarily. Oh, bro, how do I say it nicely, man? I truly believe the Marxist ideology, which is, a broad brush, but I believe that ideology is the cancer. It is the virus. It is destroying us from the inside out. Because all of these other problems that we're dealing with, if we didn't submit to that ideology, we wouldn't be dealing with those other problems, So,
Okay, here it is.
Yeah.
Here it is. I just figured it out. Somebody get the Trump team on the line. All right, look. We want it all put down to states' rights, right? So we agree that, hey, it could be like if there's states that want to make this legal, all right? Okay, cool. Let's get a cluster of them. There's like 3 of them. And this is where it's just all y'all just do what you want to do. And it's the 3 states right here in this little cluster. You guys are good. You can just do it with all you want to do. Let's just say California, Oregon, and Washington, right? This is the 3 right there. You know what I'm saying? And they're already extremely lit. So y'all go ahead. Y'all want to do it? Y'all go right ahead. Anybody in America that wants to do that, that's what you want to do, you can go live over there. We will pay for you to pack up out the red state and move your happy behind over there, and you can vote for them, and you can do now. All the rest of us, we're gonna live over here. And if you decide that you're gonna move outside, to understand, majority of people we vote and go this way right here. Now y'all ain't finna leave y'all by the millions and come infiltrate over here where we at, where we got life living just as peaceful in harmony, and you ain't coming with your demonology. Take your demonology over there. Leave us alone, and we'll let y'all live over there. We really don't want to have to wipe you off the map, but we will if we have to. But you just live over there, and you just do all your craziness.
Live your life.
Live your life.
Well, and that's the problem with the virus mindset, right? Because the idea is hurt all the producers, take from the people producing or quote unquote overproducing the proletariat and give it back to the people. You know what I mean? But the ultimate goal of that would be all of us just floating in a pool, eating grapes and drinking good wine all day, every day. It's like, that's not life. And there's no challenge or growth or creativity or inventiveness or awesomeness or ingenuity there. And past that, that's a silly idea because it'll never happen. Because producers can produce anywhere. It's me with the skills, not your political ideology that I should be giving most of the benefit of these skills to you because you don't want to do shit. That's a bad. Guess what? I'm going to go somewhere else. So the problem, and if you think about it, man, think about the worst inner cities, right? Like your Baltimores, right? If you think about it, it's perfectly that. That's why they're screaming, take away our guns. And that's what they're trying to do to all of us. Take away my rights. Take away my option to choose who I vote for. Take away my ability to think freely and speak freely. You tell me, like I posted an Elon Musk thing where he was like, wokeness is a shield to say the most evil shit and to behave in the most evil way. I'm paraphrasing the meme. And this one dude says, so says the man that dead names his son. And I'm like, you are funding both sides of a genocidal war on one side. You're now supporting an offensive war against Russia for no reason on America's part. On top of the fact that you can't stop encouraging abortion. It's not like you're like abortion is a thing. Safe, rare, legal is what it used to be for those of you too young to remember. They want to kill all the fucking babies we can. And that's who it is now. And that's what you're supporting. But somebody dead named their son. What about all the fucking people starving and hungry? What about the fact that oil prices has shot up while the price at the pump and food and everything you get that requires transport to get here has shot up, and everyday people have no fucking hope of making it? Can't even afford a fucking Honda Accord in this economy. Yet somehow I got to worry about you policing my Facebook? I'm this, I'm that. Fuck you, I'm whatever you want me to be. Now talk to me, prove to me you're right, or shut the fuck up and get off my shit. Enough. Man, I'm so like,
They just won't do it, man. They just won't do it, man. They're crazy.
Try to spoil Atlas Shrugged for those who haven't read it.
No, those people are just, they're lost in the sauce, man. There's a lot of those, and you just got to deal with them accordingly. You just keep living and being the person that you are, and you'll leave a true path. Like, people learn, they'll know either, hey, he's a good person, or hey, he's a shitty person. The people around you know. That's why I'm able to go places in my MAGA hat. I actually wearing my MAGA hat. Yeah. And I know, look, the shills, the snowflakes, they exist. They exist. But there's some of them that get tamed because they know you as a person for real.
Well, they can change. I know that. Yeah, I changed. You know what I mean? I used to be very mad and didn't listen. And the worst part about it was the number one trick that they pull is the other side is so evil you cannot listen to anything they say. They taint your ability to hear anything other than what you're conditioned to hear.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're like, you know how many times I get into Facebook, at least 5 times today, I've had people talking shit. I'm like, listen to my show. Drop it in the chat. Talk to me. I got this one dude who's a very self-righteous cat who loves to break down points to me, right? Like liberal points. The guy who said the dead naming. And I'm like, talk to me about it. Respect me and I'll respect you. Let's talk about these things because maybe I'm wrong. You know what I mean? Of course, they say nothing. They hit a laugh emoji or be like, you're a piece of shit, racist. Blah. And it's like, okay. What's weird is like, no matter what you call me, it doesn't make me that. Why do you want me to be something so bad that you're willing to take time out of your life to go to my Facebook page to talk to other people, black people who I grew up with, who said, yeah, no, he's not racist because this is where he grew up. And then somebody in Hawaii thousands of miles away, no, he's totally racist for real. I'm trying to change your mind about him. Why? Because you don't like my politics? You know what I'm saying? Literally posting these bullshit doctor screenshots over and over, all over Facebook. It's like, this is you? Like, Micah, there are a lot of people I don't like, but I would never do that and just, ugh. So, anyway, I have an idea on that, but that's, we'll figure. Look, this is what's going to happen. All of this is going to change soon because watch. If Kamala wins, if they get what they want and Kamala wins, we are going full on to World War III. The Democrats silently, because, why would they report on it, right? And if we put out, hey, look at what they're doing, it's you fucking lying piece of shit. Mm-hmm. The Democrats silently have, are trying to, I don't know if they have, but they're trying to get women to be able to be drafted. So they're doing everything they can. Kamala's speech talked about war, war, war. We got to kill people for strong America. Now they want you, but guess who they couldn't draft? An expecting mother. You know what I mean? Somebody who has for 2 full years, I think it's 4 years, they cannot draft. That would be written in the thing, thankfully. They can't draft a woman who has a child, that is pregnant or has a child up to 4 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So if I wanted to draft a bunch of women into a war, right? Gas up a bunch of cat ladies. And I knew I couldn't do it if they had kids. I would push abortion and, be alone and be by yourself, woman, and don't have a child and don't work within your community and men are bad. Now go kill these brown people or poor white people over here with this gun. Makes a lot of sense to me, bro. Makes a lot of sense. So I think that's the thing, is that a lot of this shit is going to go out the window when they realize they've been played like that. Or they can just look at the news. However, I think that's the thing coming there. Sorry, I didn't mean to lose you, man.
Nah, you ain't lost me, man. It's just I ain't even thinking about that broad winning. It's how do I keep her from winning?
I know, but do you see the play? Because
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
see the
realize,
play.
dude. I see the play now. I didn't see
Yeah,
it. Till
I see
I kind of
that.
broke it down. I mean, I was hearing somebody talking, and it makes total sense. It's like, okay, you have a massive population of women that either are on drugs thinking they're men, so they can't have a baby, right? Maybe ever. Then you have a bunch of women who are so pro-abortion and so anti-carrying a child and being a mother. Then you incentivize and pump up and gas up all the women who don't have men in their lives and hate men. And then you got an army. Yay. So it's it's gross.
Got an army, yay.
Yeah, and these are the things we need people to know about, though. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, I don't understand. There's not one liberal I know that is a true, honest liberal that would be like, yes, I'm for women going to war in a draft. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want women drafted into a war they don't want to go to. I want women conscripted against their will to go fight. It's like,
Go
but
blow some
why?
things up, ladies.
How is that a liberal thing? How is that good for America? Right? In any way.
Because it isn't.
Exactly. And that's the whole point. It's not, right? So,
Mhm.
all right, man, what do you want to get to? Do you want to go RFK or debunking the DNC?
Let's do RFK. Hit the like
Yeah.
button, guys. Hit the like buttons and share. We got big news from RFK this week. Let's go ahead and let's jump on that because that started a whole rabbit hole of rabbit holes.
Did it? Yeah, no, I know. And there's a lot of people that are maybe not as happy as me about it, but what do you
Oh,
gonna
I'm
do?
pretty. Look, I think it's awesome. It shows, it shows that the DNC is full of crap. The fact that them people were fighting to keep this man off the ballots in all these states. That tells you something. It's supposed to be the party of democracy. But you're fighting to keep a man from being voted for by the people.
Where'd it go? Hold on, I'll find some stuff. Let's see here. Oh, I did want to talk about this really fast. I forgot about this. Did you see about the jobs thing going on right now?
Are you talking about the correction of almost 1 million?
Yes.
Yeah.
We talked about this like 2 weeks ago. We were ahead of it. Now, you understand this is the second, you know how they benefit from not, what do you call it? They benefit from not giving us the aggregate information, but one, compartmentalized thing at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Week before last was the same shit, bro. Remember, we had a stock market drop hardcore because of the fucking
because of the
economy?
job numbers.
Yeah. And now this week it's 1 million less, yet it's not affecting the stock market. One, because it's being artificially pumped, but yeah, you know what I mean. So, but what do you make of that, man? What are you thinking about that?
The people better be paying a damn attention, bro.
Yep.
The people better be paying attention because they're showing you on its face what is going on with the economy is great. People are making a lot more money. No, there are people who are not making a lot more money.
Yep.
And there are people who are making more money and they are still living paycheck to paycheck. I'm gonna say it again for the people in the back. They are still living paycheck to paycheck, even though they make more money. I'm making the most money I've ever made in my life, and I'm still living paycheck to paycheck. If I had a nickel for every time I've heard that statement, I'm pretty sure I would have a few numbers in front of the comma.
That's fair.
It's wild the amount of people who ain't living comfortably. And they got the nerve to tell us that the economy is doing great. No, it just showed. And they do this every time, just like you said. We had the stock market crash. But if you go back and look, they have revised these numbers and they have been bad a lot of the times. More often than not. Man, the shit's about to get real. Y'all better, man. To all the people who talking about voting Kamala, you better not. You better not, man. I cannot wait till Thursday.
one of the most powerful things I saw, man, and he probably don't even remember this. I almost want to pull it up, but the day, like I'm talking less than 2 hours after they announced Kamala as the president, now running as the president for the presidency, Nerd Nash just tweeted, "Black man get low." That was it. I was like, that's as real as it motherfucking gets. You know what I mean? Pardon my language if you're listening tonight, y'all. But it's just one of those nights. Okay, back now to some good stuff. You guys want to feel like you're American? You guys want the goodness? Because we got the goodness. All right.
Tonight, I'm very pleased to welcome
Fair use.
who has been an incredible champion for so
Fair
many
use.
of these values that we all share, and we've shared them for a long time.
Similar values.
I don't think too many of you people have heard of him.
Ah!
He's very low-key. He's a very low-key person, but he's highly...
Oh, wait. Let me jump on Snopes and go. Trump lies about RFK at rally, saying that the people didn't know about him. Trump calls his followers stupid. He's making a joke. Sorry. I deal with this every day. We'll continue.
Respected. He is a great person. I've known him for so long. For the past 16 months,
Man, Forbes got to get their
Robert
quality
F.
together.
Kennedy Jr.
Fair use.
Yeah. I'm going to stop that.
Fair use.
I want to get a better video of it anyway, because this is trash. But yeah, man, that's pretty hardcore. Did you hear about the Foo Fighters and what they said?
Yeah, man. Tell me something. They send the cease and desist, and they're gonna sue because he played it. Listen here, you Foo Fighting motherfuckers. You're gonna sue. Wait a minute. You're gonna sue the man that. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. I got to pull this up on the screen. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that. Hold on. Wait a minute. Good lad. I know y'all ain't gonna do that. They had the sparks and everything. He's been having the pyros and stuff lately.
Oh man, can I just say it was so funny at the DNC when Barack came out and he's like, some guy that's obsessed with crowd size. It's weird. I'm like, man, if that ain't a beta cuck, bro, the only time that you're talking shit about somebody's size is when you ain't got none. Okay.
You don't have it.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I better make fun of you for having way more people. You know what I mean? Plus, like, it's not like you use yours, Barack. I mean, with Big Mike pegging you, you know, it's
Big
not
Mike peg with the pig peg.
Anyway, man, so RFK Jr. is on board. I am excited. That is huge for the normie, for your every average day voter, for, you know, the folks who are undecided and wondering, definitely not happy with Kamala, but maybe not a huge Trump fan. I know a lot of people that were leaning RFK's way. In fact, I think he would have done better than expected if he'd have stayed in. Would he have won? No, but I think he would have done better than expected. Boom. What do we got?
Now, the Foo Fighters want to sue Trump, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is the guy who signed the Music Modernization Act.
Welcome all of you to the White House today and the signing of the Hatch Goodlatte. You know Hatch and you know Goodlatte, don't you? Terrific guys. I guess I didn't know you like music that much. Aren't huh? The Hatch Goodlatte Music Modernization Act. This is a landmark bill. They've been looking for it for many, many years to protect the intellectual property and creative genius of America's incredible musicians. The Music Modernization Act closes loopholes in our digital royalty laws to ensure that songwriters, artists, producers, and providers receive fair payment for licensing of music. I've been reading about this for many years. Never thought I'd be involved in it, but I got involved in it. They were treated very unfairly. They're not going to be treated unfairly anymore. It's my honor hearing about it for so many years, and we're finally getting it done. And these people are going to become even richer than they are, but that's okay. Because they really were. They were treated very unfairly. A lot of people got nothing. They do an incredible song and they'd end up getting nothing. They'd create some of the most incredible music, some great music, and they would not be able to benefit. And that always sounded very unfair. And that's why you had a unanimous consent.
The man, there he is. Oh, I paused that thing perfectly. Oh, that's a perfect pause. Look at that smirk. This is what, you know what? I'm going to screenshot this and I'm going to send it to the Foo Fighters. Yes. Yes. You muted. You've been muted. You've been muted.
And this is why we need, sorry, I didn't want to. And man, this is what we need to do. Like, my next post is going to be, thank you, Donald Trump, for signing the Music Modernization Act to make sure artists and producers get their fair share. Right? I mean, no one.
This is why I'm pro. You feel me?
You know,
fuck all those other people, bro. Like, I'm going on my rant. Put me on the screen, goddamn it. I'm going on my rant. Listen, fuck all them other people y'all out here watching, bro. Like, they ain't dropping no, bro. This is policy. This is policy. These niggas out here eating dick for brownie points and bullet points. Policy rules the nation. Come on, man. Who you know dropping policy bombs like me? Man, share this stream. Don't let these dick booty hole licking motherfuckers get all the glory and they ain't putting shit out here. We got a country to save. And they ain't doing us no justice with this bullshit they putting out here to people. Man, drop the policy. Show what the man signed. Show what he stand. We talking about standing on business? Man, all these idiots out here talking about, oh, we're going through Trump's economy now because, you know, everything that a president does, it doesn't really go into effect till 4 years later. It doesn't really go into effect till 4 years later, man. If y'all don't quit, that's that lying bullshit that they told you for all them years that Trump came in and fucking rattled your punk asses with. That's why they got scared. Because the man came in and showed, oh, nah, 4 years. Bitch, we can do this instantly. Instantly. Man, listen. Get your mind right. Get your mind right. Stop playing with these people who over here just playing in your face just so they can get a check. Because at the end of the day, that's what a lot of these people are doing, playing in your face to get a check. They could give a damn about saving the country. They could give a damn about building something for real. They just trying to run the checkup on your ass. Man, get right, man. Mike, let's keep going, man. Let's go.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you. So what I wanted to ask you about was, since now it's been a couple 3 weeks and we just had the DNC there, and then the RFK thing happened, just bam, bam. What have you seen? Because you're so plugged into Democrats and Republicans and even independents, like shout out Georgia Nerds, who we had on as well. Like what? Okay. So did you feel like the RFK situation was a hard shift? Because I kind of felt like we were taking some L's during the DNC, and not that they aren't trash, but the fact that their trash is working. Right. And then did you feel that? And then did you also feel like when RFK came out, there was a bit of a change, a little bit more momentum swung our way?
That DNC shit ain't worth for nobody. Only thing that was a little extra lube for the people who are already jerking off to their shit anyway. That's all that was. Right. There was no independents that got swayed. Everybody peep game that they was pulling on the celebrity shit, bro. Peep game, bro. They had a whole bunch of celebrities out there talking. They had performers come out and introduce the delegates with the stolen fucking votes. Yeah, these votes stolen like a motherfucker, and I'm gonna massage this shit in your punk ass by putting Lil Jon on here dancing, turned down for what? Nigga, how about turn down for the fact that ain't nobody vote for that bitch? Let's turn down the fucking music and let's talk about it. Bitch, this is a convention. Let's talk about it. Ain't nobody vote for her. Let's talk about how we had a qualifying fucking process and her name wasn't on the fucking ballot. And you knew Papa was fucked up. You knew Biden wasn't shit.
We all knew for years. When the DOJ says you're not, you know what I mean? You're not mentally capable of standing trial for crimes you've been accused of that we have solid enough evidence to take you to court on. And they go, he's just not mentally able. But we just gonna keep him president. You know what I mean? Like, what? When? In what
Where?
world?
Come on, man. Man, nah. Fuck that. Fuck that. Ain't only people who were swayed by that shit was the motherfuckers who swayed by that shit on a daily fucking basis. That's it. They ain't got nobody new.
That's true.
And anybody new who went over there for that brief second of oh man, boy, they got Beyonce supposed to perform. Did you see that? Did you see that?
That was like the biggest thing. It was a
Hold on,
straight
wait a
lie. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me see. There's some people that I know that's in this chat or that's watching this show that don't know what the fuck we is talking about right now. So let me just introduce you to what the fuck we is talking about. Where is it? No, that's not it. That's not it. Where is it? Hey man, X be doing this other shit.
Yeah. There we are.
You got it? Hold on, I'm trying to. No, I wasn't even trying to share it. I'm trying to find the dang on video that I know I shared. X be on that other shit. Hold on, let me find it.
JR Bell in the building.
What up, babe? Oh yeah, let me see. Where the video at? Come on and pop up for me. No. I know. Did you take it down? Did you take it down? Oh, I'm glad I saved it. All right. I'm glad I saved it. Let me see. What does it say? Beyonce no show at the DNC helped Kamala Harris. What? It helped? Huh? Get out of here. I don't want to read that shit. There is a put together, y'all, and I don't see it. That is weird. Well, they had all the news people. I'm about to put it up my damn self. Fuck it. That's why I saved the motherfucking video. I ain't crazy. Pro smart sometimes, guys.
Hell yeah.
Okay, I lied. Pro smart all the time. They got all the news people, y'all, saying how Beyonce is supposed to show up, or it went from it being rumors to I got it from good sources to yeah, she coming.
That was what it was all day Thursday. Will Beyonce show? Beyonce official. It is, you know what I mean? It is confirmed. Beyonce. And then literally there were videos of, because they had so many streamers there at the convention. There were streamers like outside of backstage areas of the arena. And they were like, Beyonce's in that room. Beyonce's right in there. Like literally saying that and pointing to backstage areas. Like Beyonce's right in there. She wasn't even there.
Hold up. What is this? Oh, that's right. They are. It is back. I'm a band head. Okay, no, I'm about to. Oh Lord, that sounds like it's riveting. Okay, let me retweet this, Shaka. Y'all see me. Look, I'm in the show. I'm sorry, but Southern University is playing Not Like Us. And if you know anything about bands in the South, especially at HBCUs, well, Southern is the human jukebox.
Yes.
So.
Oh, and then how do you feel about Georgia State?
What happened in Georgia State?
They beat what was it? They beat Florida State.
Did that happen?
Like,
Look,
huge
you know
upset.
what? I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be so for real. I know yesterday was kicked off. I was so busy. I ain't
You
see
didn't get to see
nothing.
much,
So
yeah.
this is new. This is new. No, I ain't seen nothing. I couldn't tell you a score. The only thing that I caught a little bit of last night, the only sports that I caught yesterday at any point, and it really is because it was on the screen to my left. I didn't get to pay too much attention. The only sport was UFC last night.
And it was good. It was a really good. It was one of those I was sitting there like a couple pay-per-views ago was such a trash one. And I remember going, I literally have watched Apex shows that are better than this pay-per-view. And last night was a better fight card. They fought harder, and it was better fights than probably 4 pay-per-views I've seen this year. Absolutely. Last night was good, man. I wanted my boy Cannoneer to take it, but that dude is a beast, man. I saw him coming. I've seen every single one of his fights, and that dude he's coming. He's a beast. So, and Cannoneer is such a class act. He doesn't get the respect he deserves, man. He beat Anderson Silva. He fought for the title like 3-4 times. He's just getting older, man, So, broke
Just
my heart
getting
on
older.
Angela Hill too. So, but what are you going to do? So,
Hey man,
she
you
lost
win
to
some, you
Baby
lose
Shark.
some.
Yeah. But there's that point. I'll tell you, man, it's really, they say it used to be 40. Now it's, I think, because Angela Hill's 40 and Cannoneer is, I think, 38 now. But there's just that point, man. It's something about like over 35, you lose like a little bit. And by the time you're 40, you lose so much. You've got to be so much smarter, so much more wily. You got to know where it's coming from because you're never going to beat him on speed. You might still have him on power, but you're not going to beat him on speed. So you're going to have to just change your game up and do better. So, yeah, man. My man says, I could have went to that BOTB if I'd have known about it. I'm sick. Oh, no.
Bro, I didn't know about it either, man. Look, I just happened to catch really when I looked at that clip just now and I seen it. I'm upset because they moving the Honda from over here to California. I think Honda going to California now. Like, man. Oh, man. It's all good. I can't wait, man. I can't wait for school to get kicking and these games. I can't wait for homecoming, man. Savannah State homecoming about to be off the chain. I can't wait.
Yeah, but Friday is our opening season here. Literally, school is out. You know what I mean? They're blocking off half the roads. OU Friday night home game in our first SEC official game. So it's a big deal here. Thursday, I got to be in Dallas Thursday night. And then Friday come in, hang out for the festivities. One of my major clients is like, let's meet up Friday night. And I'm like,
you better than me because I would have straight up said no.
Well, if I can get him down here, you know what I mean? You know me, dude. I'll be like, okay, man, we can have a meeting, but we gotta have a meeting while we tailgating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We go get some pictures for the great. That's the cool thing about what we do. You know what I mean? Like we can tie it all in. It's all one big hustle. So
that's what I try to do as much as I can, though. You damn sure right about that now. So you can come to the cookout.
I'm gonna come.
I set it up.
I know. I appreciate you. So, man, let's get back to this RFK. So, couple things here. One, okay, the things I'm excited about now. Once again, you don't have to like Trump. Fair enough. Trump has his problems we all are concerned with. Fair enough. All of that, right? However, man, if you're just an American, stop being anything else right now. Okay, Trump said some bad shit. I had this good conversation. Shout out Rashad, Ray Chandler, the homie, and love him and always willing to have respectful discourse. And it's people like him we need, man. You get better through disagreements and conversations. I truly believe that. But, he was like, Trump said, grab him by the pussy one time. And as a girl dad, I can never accept that. And I'm like, yeah, but you love hip hop. You know what I mean? I promise you have lyrics far harsher and more offensive to women playing in your house for your girl to listen to. And what about comedians? It was a joke, right? But it's like, okay, man, so we said some bad stuff. Guess what? He's dealing with people that commit genocide. He's dealing with people that have the power and have gone, 100,000 dead people, but I get my, veal quicker. Okay. And they kill 100,000 people. And what do you want a mama? You want a mama for president. What's wrong with you? I want a gangster when it's time to do gangster shit. I don't want a baby. I don't want that's what they call Kamala. She's America's mom. Mamala. That was what they called her.
Bitch ain't had no babies.
I know I would keep her away from my children.
She bitch ain't had no babies.
But I'm just saying
this is Imhoff babies. These ain't no babies, this is Imhoff babies. We seen what these women did. We forget what Gabrielle Union did to Dwayne Wade's son?
Man.
Did we forget?
Was that? I swear that was money. I swear that was a money, because, the thing is they leaned so hard into it. They weren't even like, okay, just like, my kid is a rapper for a little while, or my kid is a punk rocker, we all go through right? As kids, we all go through phases. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, my kid is whatever. You know what I mean? Like, unless your kid is in sports, like heavy in sports, usually they're going to go through their little rebellious phase where they're a rapper or a rocker or whatever they are. You know what I mean? Whatever they're that thing. You know what I'm saying? They do that. Unless you're very lucky, most kids go through a little rebellious phase. Sorry. She's never been to Europe either. Yeah, that's...
But we've been to the border.
Yes. One time she went to on the border and ordered the quesadillas. And
I just got me some on the border salsa and chips.
We'll grab it if you have enough. You grab. It's true, but that's the thing, man. I would rather have an edgy comedian, dude. If the jokes are fine, if those words are fine when people you like say them. Right? Then plus what? Like, bro, I don't understand. Like, what is that really your thing? First of all, you tell me that Christians are too Puritan in trying to ban books because you want books about gay children having sex for gay children to read in schools. Literally. And that's all well and good. And how dare we ban books? But if a man says grab him by the pussy 25, 30 years ago, I can't. Pearl clutch. I'm too precious. But weren't you just playing fuck all them hoes, fuck them bitches, fuck them hoes? Wasn't that literally the song you were just playing for your girls who you're trying to protect from evil Trump?
Yo. I was in the club last night. First college party of the year. I was working. Oh my God. Trump saying grabbing by the pussy is least your worry. You won't be worried about Trump grabbing by the pussy. You got it. There's enough of them putting it to be grabbed. You need to, Lord, if you could see what I saw.
Bro, remember I don't talk too much about the other life on this show, but I was able to be backstage at Moneybag Yo in Oklahoma City Saturday last week, and yeah, man, what's funny is the more shit changes, the more it stays the same because I'm an old head in the game, and it's one of those you get there early, there's nobody there, but by about 30 minutes before he comes on, somebody goes and grabs a handful of backstage passes, and then all of a sudden these skanky looking hoes. I mean it. Just falling out their dresses. And that just, what I'm saying? And all of a sudden they're all just backstage. It's like, where did you bitches come from? You know what I'm saying? Don't you work at Home Depot? I mean, like, don't you work at the mall? How do you get backstage? Oh, that dress. And probably what you said you would be willing to do. So anyway, same thing, man. Dude, like, I guess the new thing is like they bring girls on stage to twerk, right? But these girls really but they're wearing these super tight skirts that when they twerk, these skirts pop up. You know what I'm saying?
They're instantly up, like they were put on.
Yeah, it's a thing. Clearly,
Yeah.
Because it was happening. I was watching too many girls do this. And be like, they know what they gotta
They
know, right?
know, yeah. They picked it literally because it's going to look pretty when it does pop up. You know what I'm saying?
Woo!
And then when I'm walking around, you could imagine about, what if that popped up? And then your wish is your command because they jump on stage and it's like, dang, it popped up. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, they purposely do that. And yeah, it is. Listen, Donald Trump only said, he only said what he knew was America. All right. The man is clearly the true representation of America.
Hell yeah.
Very brash, say what I want. Oh, I got money, so I'm going to go buy the best stuff. Oh, I got money. I'm going, man, tell, bro, what nigga would not, if he had the opportunity to, put out his own sneaker? Everybody had sneaker ambitions as a kid. We all had sneaker ambitions as a kid.
Hell yeah, we did.
We all had sneaker ambitions. Some of us get it done, others don't. This old ass man was able to get it done before he died. That's one of my favorite things about this dude. You know what? I don't want to put out a line of steaks. Who we got that I can call to get me some cows to put out a line of steaks? Done.
Well, and past that, man, like, and this is another thing that I think we've covered this before back in the day, but something that people don't understand is he has hotel chains. So just like when you get your little bottle of water at Hyatt that says Hyatt water, if it says Trump water on it, it's not that Trump is selling Bible. No, it's that it's cheaper for him to white label these things and then purchase them at a discount and then provide them gratis to his guests, right? Than it is to buy them wholesale.
Here it is. Sir, if you would, grant me this.
Fuego, you are an international man of mystery. Oh yeah.
I've been called out by everybody for the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. Homer Simpson, Mike Tyson, Vince McMahon, like everybody's going crazy over this thing. I guess they want to see whether or not it's my real hair, which it is. So here's what I'm going to do. Miss Universe and Miss USA, I own it. They're here. They're going to really do a number on me. I'm challenging President Obama, my son Donald, my son Eric. Let's go, ladies.
Yeah.
What a mess. Oh.
What a mess.
What
a mess. But you said Trump water.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know, and did you guys see it? I don't know if you guys caught it. He was first of all, do you guys know what this building is right here?
The tower, man.
There you go, people. Y'all know what that is right there? It's the most beautiful building you've ever seen, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, look at that water right there in the lady's hands. Y'all see what they holding? Yeah. That's Trump water.
Trump water
that he did his ALS challenge with. Who else? Hold on. Wait a minute. Who else did the ALS challenge with their own water? Huh? Who else did the ALS challenge with their own water? Yeah. Pull my bottles of water. If I got to do the ALS, we're going to use my water. Yeah, watch me pour this water out my name, bitches.
We're gonna do the ice bucket challenge, but only if we can use Trump water. It's gonna be the best water, truly. Quite frankly, all the other water is trash.
But this water, it's the best.
But yeah, okay. So getting back to it real fast. So speaking of Trump, I love the fact that he's open-minded to hear people. He spoke at the Libertarian Convention.
Mm-hmm.
Then he spoke to RFK, and he came out and he announced this should be such a big thing for people. They're like, I'll get off my ass and vote for the guy just because I want this information.
Right.
You know he's only got 4 years, so calm down. Even if you're iffy on him, you know he's only got 4 years. But past that, he said he would release all the JFK files. That's enough to get my vote, bro. I'll be honest. It's not. But I mean, if I was leaning, that would be the thing.
There are people. It's enough to get the vote.
For most libertarians, it's like, I just want to see those files. Because remember, in the beginning, he said he was going to release them, and then he didn't. And they asked him, they said, why didn't you release the files? And he literally said, because if you saw what I saw, if the American people saw what I saw, it wouldn't be good. And he was just like, it wouldn't be good. And they just kind of moved on.
Mm-hmm.
Probably because it would be like, oh, wait, the Secret Service and the CIA are not in it for the American people. Also, I know man, this is how they him you, right? Like, oh, this is how they him you. Your protection agency, the people who are allowed to be armed in your bedroom, those guys are the guys that you're going to blast and show that they killed Kennedy, and then you got to go back to bed with those guys watching over you with a gun.
Mm-hmm.
It's so deeply corrupted, which is what RFK was saying. And so they're going to do that. He's talking about health, putting RFK in charge of the health thing. I'm all about that. As love him or hate him, RFK is an older dude who's buff and ripped. So there is that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man. And then, so I think it's good for that. I just think it's good all the way around. Plus, he's a Kennedy. You know what I mean? Like, I know his family's come after him, but love him or hate him, he's still a Kennedy. I keep talking about this gangster shit that everybody's like, I cat ladies and hugging people and blah, blah, blah. Okay. But the gangster shit, the taking out JFK, then his brother, and people don't know about RFK Sr., his daddy was harder than JFK. His daddy went harder than JFK. His daddy was to the Whalers what Peter Tosh was, and JFK was more like Bob. You know what I'm saying? Because RFK was pissed. RFK knew all this shit. Was like, oh, I'm coming now. That you did this to my brother. And then they took him before they didn't even give him a shot.
Before they gave him a shot.
They did.
That part.
All right. But he didn't even get the opportunity, if you will. And then, once again, I mean, they did political assassination, not physical assassination. They tried on Trump. And what's funny is, this is what I love about some of this shit, man, is that you played. Congratulations, homie. You played yourself.
Shut up.
You know what I'm saying? You played yourself. Because your idea to take him out caused RFK to call him.
Yep.
And I knew they weren't that tight, but I guarantee when they had that conversation, because we all see Trump has changed.
Mm-hmm.
And when they made that call, and he was like, look, homie, game has changed. Honestly, man, and shout out to my boy, initials AB, I'll leave it at that because I know he wants to stay pretty DL, and he's backed way off. He was a Trump warrior in the beginning, a warrior.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty sure he got poisoned, actually, from some hardcore Antifa people.
Yeah.
During the lockdowns and BLM rights and stuff. But, cost him a lot. Cost him his job, cost him a lot of relationships, cost him mostly his career. He had to change careers, basically, to make a living. And then he got really sick at a place that he went to a lot, but he knew they didn't like his politics, but he was cool with some of them. And he got in the hospital, ended up sick. So he backed out, he disappeared. And now he's come back, and he just kind of posts garden pics and football pics,
Yeah.
And and I get it. You know what I mean? Protocol. Ooh, I like that. Fuego. Put it up. We working on all
Coming
of that.
soon. Coming soon.
Okay, Jonah, I'm not saying you're wrong. I have not seen, of course. Jonah is the pin that always pops the bubble. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, with as much as you know, Jonah, there's other podcasters that we know that will remain nameless. You sure let them slide. But we'll continue. Anyway, on a lot of shit. Or you just like to be the man that calls them out. Whatever. Anyway, the fact that RFK is involved, and he's willing to talk about vaccines and health. And that's another thing I think is so important, is a lot of people were off Trump due to warp speed, which I still don't think was a bad thing. However, a lot of people are off Trump due to that and due to the vaccine. Clearly, the fact that he's connected with the homie, that's why I posted the picture I did. Let me just see if I can find that picture again, man, because I love it. Let's see here. There it is. You got to open the window. Window. There we go. Bam. I love that picture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Real.
That's real. It's like the street homies are coming together to fight against the big homies that have been keeping them divided.
Yep.
It's that simple. You know what I mean? The poor Republican whites and the politically homeless folks have joined up and band together. You know what I mean? It's like, enough. We know we have a common enemy now. So let's join together. And so the people who are out on Trump due to the vax stuff, which is the number one reason I've heard former people aren't supporting him anymore. So the fact that now he's got RFK, man, I don't see by the numbers how we could lose. But then that's why I'm bringing it to you, because you are the pro. You know, we just had the Georgian nerds on. You understand this voting stuff better than anyone. Which, by the way, did you see today? New tweet came out. Texas is investigating something like 300 people, illegal immigrants were registered to vote, and over 100 of them already have cast a vote.
Yeah, saw that. Yo, listen. We've got to make it too big to break, people. We got to get out there. We got to show our support. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Show your support. Wear it proudly. Pay attention to the numbers. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't like Trump. I don't care. I don't like Trump. Bitch don't like Trump. Bitch like cheap gas. Bitch like businesses being open. Bitch like the fact that when you got $200 worth of grocery, you had to put the bags in the trunk, not on your front fucking seat. Like that. I don't give a fuck if you don't like Trump. Like the fucking low mortgage rates that we had, motherfucker. Like the ability to be able to take care of your family and build a savings, motherfucker. You hear that I'm sniffling because you motherfuckers are making me sick with the stupid shit.
Like dreams again. You know what I mean? I dream of buying
it's deeper than dreams. Because they talking about dreams and hope and change and little black girls having dreams of being president. No, fuck a dream.
No, I'm talking about real dreams. Like,
yeah, no,
I'm a mechanic and I want to own my own shop. But in this economy and the way it's set up, I better go to work for some big man and pay my union dues because the government's told me union good, do what they say. But what if I want to start my own?
We can't own a mechanic shop no more. We can't own a mechanic shop because the stupid motherfuckers that they voting for is giving us motherfucking electric only motherfucking cars, which completely removes the mechanic out the goddamn on picture.
Yep.
Because the mechanic can't work on the car anymore. There is no more mechanic with the shop. You got to take it to the damn dealership, which is you working for the big man.
Yep. Exactly.
That's where they're pushing us to. That's what and they're that's what. But I don't. I never own a car past 2009. Not if I can help it. And 2009 is really too far for me. It's really too far for me. I'm just gonna be real.
Yep.
I don't like. Listen, as a geek, I love that technology in cars to a sense, bro. But as a sensible person, hell no. If it was a system that I built on my own and nobody can hack into it, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Hell yeah, my car can talk to me. Hell yeah, my car can drive on its own. Bitch, I built it. I'm Dexter Boy Genius. This shit is connected to my lab. I'm fine with that. But getting it off the assembly line, bitch, you lost your mind.
Plus, they're not real quality. Not that high quality at all. So there is that too. And Yeah, man. In addition to that, Gavin Newsom just came out and asked Californians to stop in the month of August charging their cars or limit their travel because it's overtaxing the grid. In a state where in 2 years you must have a electric car, they can't afford to fuel them. But once again, yeah, you can't have an auto shop, you can't have a hair place, you can't have your own clothing. I miss that. Records. Like, and when I say dream, I'm not even saying, oh, dream of being, fucking whoever, Miguel. I'm talking about, sorry, they popped in my head. Plus, he's pimp as hell. If I was going to be like an R&B singer, because he's got that alternative thing. So he gets the brown, black, and white women, bro. He gets them all. You know what I mean? Like, I like Tyrese, but he's going to scare white women. You know what I mean? He just, not the white women I grew up with. You know what I mean? They need a big man because they're pretty big themselves. However, the point is, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, Miguel just crosses all that. I was like, I would love to be Miguel. So anyway, if I was going to be R&B singer, wow, we got sidetracked there. What was my point? Jeez. Okay, not the dream of being Miguel. The dream of just living an independent life, man. Being a podcaster, being a producer. Just the dream of not going to work for somebody and punching a clock because the fucking Democrats tell you, hey, it's $20 an hour. You punch this clock. We'll give you a union to protect you. But what if I don't want any of that?
Right.
What if there are 3 homies I grew up with and I know that I have an ability to run a business well and I'm business minded and I've studied it because it's my passion. And I have a dude who's a great mechanic and I have a dude who just wants to work hard and be with the homies. And we could start a great business together, but not now. Why? Because the SBA, which by far helps more black people than any other race, look up the numbers, just like the Pell Grant, that's been cut thanks to Joe Biden, was completely gutted for what? Climate change needs. So you don't get to start a business because 10,000 years from now, somebody might have, because anyway, I was telling somebody, I was like, and you do all this shit, and you know what? An asteroid could fall tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
So anyway,
Godzilla could wake up. Fuck us all up. Godzilla just wake up in this bitch. We be all fucked.
I don't know, man. So how shenanigan-y do you think they're going to try to do the election now that it seems like a lock that Trump is it seems like with the RFK, he was already leading, plus the RFK numbers. If you just don't watch mainstream, which I know the vast majority of people do, but a lot of people are waking up to it too. So what do you think, man? Do you think, bro, I just don't know. I'm like, it's that thing, dude, where I'm trying to temper my hope, right? And I'm trying to separate myself from my wants and wishes. And I'm trying not to allow what I hope and what I dream and what I want to be a reality. So I'm not surprised if it doesn't happen, right? So on paper, it looks like Trump is going to win all day, every day. You know what I mean? If you just take the 2.5, so 5 to 7% of everybody voting said that they would be willing to vote for RFK and will not vote for the other people. If you cut that number in half to 2.5%, that 2.5% itself, plus Trump's regular numbers, completely blow Kamala out of the water. If people understand how it all works, it gives them the electoral vote they need. So my question is, what do you see possibly happening that could derail this other? You know what I mean? I know we got to vote, but what should we be on the lookout for?
We need to be on the lookout for them really swaying the numbers. They're already in trouble because people aren't requesting early ballots like they did before. All right. So those numbers are dwindling down. So you're going to have the in-person thing that's going to happen. And they already know that they lose the in-person like a motherfucker.
Always have.
They've been winning with the advanced voting. We killed them on day of. And they know that. That's going to freak them out. They need something in order to do advanced voting. Like they're trying to push this whole first woman thing. The problem is she's the vice president now. And she was literally the worst vice president in history. I wonder if we can still find that, or if they've pigeonholed that or memory hold it.
Her being the worst vice president.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. While we're doing that, I want to share this, man. Shout out, Jack shared this. I saw this before. I should have saved it. This is our man Ben Carson here, and he's talking to a guy I like. I know Pro's not a huge fan, but Pro doesn't like anybody really. I'm not lucky he likes me most. I wake up and I call him like, I'm just checking to make sure you still like me, bro. But
hey man, look, I like Ben Carson, man. I love the Doc, man. I love Doc.
But Tucker, he's talking to Tucker, and you're not a.
He's talking to Tucker Carlson.
Yeah, this is an interview. I'm gonna just play this clip real fast.
I'm lukewarm, you know. Like I deal with Tucker Carlson, but you know, there's times where I'll definitely say "fuck you, Tucker." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, man.
Yeah.
Nobody's right in the zone.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Let's see here. Kamala. Excuse me. Tucker just asked, "Can Kamala Harris win?"
She can win. This is going to be a great test of the power of the media to take someone who formerly was universally disliked and transform them into a godlike figure. And they will use everything that they have to try to do that. The question is, are the American people smart enough to see through it?
Amen.
And I actually think the American people are smarter than anybody gives them credit for.
Let's hope. Right?
And I don't think that they are going to be willing to sacrifice what we have in this country, which is what everybody else wants, even though they try to denigrate our country, say we're systemically racist, we're unfair to people. If we were all that bad, why are all these people trying to get in here? And why aren't people trying to get out of here? So we know that we have something that's very good. And I think the American people realize that, and they're not willing to give that up and trade that for something inferior.
Do you think that she can win?
Yeah, man. I love his positivity. Go, Jonah, go. Go, Jonah, go. Also, Walking a Husky with a Menthol is the name of my next album. Just so you know, Jonah, stealing it. So, I'm going to get on the guitar and write the song tonight. Anyway, what do you think, man? What did you think of that?
I think the American people are smart, but I also think that the American people are dumb as fuck. I mean, let's just look at it. Look at all the policy and stuff that we bring forward that Donald Trump has done. And these motherfuckers still say he's the worst thing since motherfucking Hitler. Motherfucking it is on tape. The same tape that they use to say that that Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville. They were fine people on both sides, those white supremacists and neo-Nazis. There are some very fine gentlemen, those white supremacists and neo-Nazis. Oh, I'm sorry, that tape never happened.
Yeah.
The tape that actually happened said there were two sides: people who wanted the statues to stay up and people who wanted the statues to come down. And there was very fine people. You had fine people on both sides. And I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white supremacists, because those people should be condemned totally.
Totally condemned. Yes.
Yeah. There were fine people on both sides of the argument of the statues staying up and the statues coming down. There were fine people who were representing and had great arguments on why statues shouldn't come down. Me personally, I think they should come down, but I think they should come down on other stances. I don't think that we need to be saying, hey, they were mentioning slavery, so the slavery statues need to come down. No, I think that's stupid, and I think that shouldn't be the conversation. I think the conversation should be, hey, they weren't United States of America. They were actually traitors. They left the United States of America and went to go fight this new conglomerate called the Confederate States of America, which was against the United States of America. The motherfuckers took up arms against us, shot us, killed us, wanted to take out the United States of America. And we're gonna honor statues of those people who shot and killed United States fucking military members? Fuck out of here, man. Fuck out of here. That's the argument that you need to be arguing. Fuck the slavery argument. I don't give a damn about arguing that, because the shit, we need to take it down because there were slaves mentioned. No, good. Leave that shit up. Niggas need to know that these motherfuckers will act like slavery didn't exist. No, bitch, it happened. So you can leave that up. But don't leave up none of these motherfuckers who was Confederate soldiers. Fuck them. They weren't part of the Union. I don't give a damn your argument of what, well, you know, it was really about states' rights. Yeah, bitch, what was the state right they were arguing about? I give you a hint. It's in their constitution. Anyway.
No, you're right. No, I'm listening. I'm loving this.
I know. I went on the tangent about it and I forgot where I was going, but I'm going back to this. These motherfuckers lied the whole time with everything that was dealing with Trump. They lied, and people swallowed and ate that shit the fuck up. So while Dr. Carson would love to say, I think the American people are smarter than that, Dr. Carson, it is on record that these motherfuckers are not smarter than that, and they are that motherfucking dumb. The thing is, are we going to erase the dumbness and bring them to, listen, everybody dumb to something. At some point in life, everybody is dumb to something. At 3 years old, you're dumb to a lot of shit that you're privy to right now. You grow. But you have to have a willingness to understand this, that you have a particular point where you have a capacity to do certain things. We don't teach kids how to drive at 3 and 4 because they really don't have the mental capacity to actually handle all that. Second of all, they can't even see past the dang on steering wheel column, let alone out the dash across the dashboard with their feet touching the gas and the brakes. Okay? They're not able to do that. But once you got some better motor skills, you've gotten older, you've gotten taller, you can reach and do that, then that's when you learn how that you have the ability to learn this.
Correct.
So this is where we treat these people now. I think they have the ability to learn it, but do they have the actual mental acumen to say that, hey, I want to go and learn this. I want to take the time to understand this. And that's where I think that most of America isn't smart enough, but they're actually stupid because they just going to go with whatever they take them. That is the easiest path with as little to no resistance at all. And that's my problem with these people. Now, if we came out here and said, you know what? Yep. You want to vote? You got to take a test.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to do the other thing.
I am team test a motherfucker before they could vote. And I don't mean count the jelly beans or is your skin color this. I ain't talking about none of that. Bitch, I want to know if you know what district you live in and what your district representative is responsible for. Do you know what a SPLOS tax is? Do you understand the millage rate? Do you understand the highest law of the land? I need to know all of this shit. Just like I got to find out if you can identify these signs of the road and what they stand for before I give you a learner's permit. Before I give you the right to go and study on the road so I can get your behind back here after a year. So that I can put you on the road with my driver and see if you can handle this by yourself. If I can do that with a car, oh, you bet your bottom dollar I want to do that shit with voting. Because I think you being able to go in that voting booth and pull that leather for certain people and certain things is just as dangerous, if not more dangerous than you operating a vehicle. So yes, I want to test. And I don't care who think that sounds weird. Fuck ya, boy.
Boom! And you know what? To co-sign on that, a bad driver can kill at most maybe 10 people, and that's if they're really lucky. Usually it'll be them and maybe 1 or 2 more people. Voting for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, ask the 150,000 dead Ukrainians or the 350,000 plus Ukrainians with dead sons and fathers and brothers if voting for the wrong administration can affect and be as harmful. Ask them. Ask the Israeli people and the Gazan people and the Yemeni people and all the people that are, getting fucked up again. Once again, love or hate Trump, he literally was the first president in our lifetime to draw down troops from overseas and decrease our military presence around the world. And so, yeah, that, I mean, like, there's just all these reasons that even if, like, okay, man, hey, Republicans, bro, fair. Quite honestly, Trump isn't that great of a quote-unquote Republican, but he's a great conservative. And I prefer conservatives to Republicans all day long. In fact, I'm looking at a man here who, once we get that political foothold, hopefully we start the own party that is a constitutional patriotic party. You know what? 10 people at best. It says 10 people at best. Is that a challenge? Not for you, Jonah. I know you're better than that. I know you. You be on some spy hunter shit. You know what I mean? Shooting out like oil slicks and smoke like the old school. You remember spy hunter?
Got little stars down there busting tires.
Yeah, exactly. That's that's a challenge. But yeah, man. I'm excited about RFK. I think it's gonna go good. I love what you're saying. I'm very encouraged at the fact that a lot of places have taken out machines now. I think 4 different states have gone to straight paper ballots. I know a lot's going on in Arizona, which is a contested state. A lot's going on where you're at in your neck of the woods, highly contested state. And I thought as we kind of wrap here a little bit, wanted to go into well, let me just get this out of the way so we deal with it, and then we'll go into the Kamala and DNC stuff to close out. To you, man, because you deal with the ruckus, right?
Mm-hmm.
You deal with that. Don't you believe in this plantation, right? How do you deal with it, man? What's the best way, in your opinion, to deal with the hate that you get? Because I mean, good Lord, you are an expert in it. You personally know people that are literally suffering by far the most for their political viewpoints, right? You know them, you've known them that have lost their lives. You live in this world. So, and what I notice is Facebook is by far the worst now. They've really cranked it back up. So, like I said, the algo is shady right now. So, how do we deal with the ruckus? What's the best way to deal with the ruckus, in your opinion, man?
In my opinion, the best way to deal with the ruckus is by looking at your screen right now, people. This is the best way to deal with the ruckus.
Put it up. Oh, that's some fire.
You get
Woo!
facts. You get facts. Because the facts will always outshine the ruckus. Oh, Trump ain't never cared about your black behind. He ain't never put out a plan for what he would do for black people. Not until the platinum plan, really, because this was October 26, 2016. This is before he got in office for the very first time. And it's a title for, it has the title of a deal for black people. So to say he never did nothing for black people, you shut it up. Those are emotional people. That's the ruckus that they throw out there. Now I'll shut you up. That's a plan that was put out before he went into office. Right? There it is. We talk about, oh, he stole the music. He want to play. They gonna sue him because of the music. Yeah, he I'm pretty sure he cut the check. He paid. You as DJs, you have to get the license in to play music.
Agreed.
They make us do that now. So who has the licensing law? Trump. Trump signed that law. Look, it was introduced 3/15/2017. Huh. Interesting. When did he get in office? 1/20/2017. And here it is, 3/15/2017. This was introduced
right away.
2018 is signed. Come on, man. You're killing with the facts. All the Foo Fighters want to sue him. Do they now? Fuck the Foo Fighters. Because look, oh, he wasn't good for black people and black businesses, really. Because as far as these African-American small business statistics is concerned, The biggest increase among minority small business owners, however, has been a huge increase in the number of African American small business owners. Year over year, 400% increase in a year over year period between 2017 and 2018.
And that's what I mean by dreams. You're right. Silliness is silliness. But I mean, bro, when you're having to Uber and take whatever job you can get that pays you the most, that sucks, regardless of the hours of whether you see your family, you know what I mean? And then Uber on your days off to make ends meet, you're not thinking about starting a business. You're not like, hey man, I'm pretty good at lawn care. You know what I mean? If I could grab a lawnmower, you know what I'm saying? If I could grab a weed eater, if I could get me a little truck, little old, $2,000-$3,000 truck, I could really make a business. I got 10 different people who pay me $100 a month. You know what I mean? That's $1,000 right there. And that's,
we got a little Democrat butt boy in the building. What up, Hugs?
Boom.
What up, Anthony? Mr. Hugs. Hugs is in the building. You know what I'm saying? He's a Democrat. He's a Democrat lover that also loves to be at conservative events and situations. Weird.
Oh, Destiny style.
Though. Yeah, man. It's the homie though, but Trump ain't doing nothing but winning, bro. We about to win like no other.
Yep.
But this is how we deal with the ruckus. You know what I'm saying? We just put out the true information. Oh, his economy didn't do nothing for black people. Yeah, yes, it did. We know that. We know that it did. We know that it did. He didn't try to help the black community. Yes, he did.
Yeah, the numbers are there.
You just want to pay attention. And then once you show them, you got a lot of people who are like, damn, that's interesting. I didn't know this. Why didn't I know this before? Why didn't they show this to me before? Because they did not want you to know what was really going on. They did not want you to know the truth so you would give him an honest eye. And you got some people who are like, you know what? I'm going to give it an honest eye. Thank you. Thank you for showing me that. I will give it an honest eye. And again, this is a whole album. And I got more stuff that I really need to put in this album that I probably will over the next couple of days. More wins.
And bro,
wins.
Look, I'm lucky enough to be a friend of yours who's able to talk to you almost daily. And you still blow my mind every show. You blow my mind every Friday night with new shit. And then you awaken me to even newer shit on Sunday. And I'm like, I thought about this. Let's talk about this. You're like, oh, but did you even know that Trump was the one who got artists and publishers and producers more money for their work while the internet was stealing from them under Obama the whole time? Did you know that? Well, gee, that would make every artist really like this guy. Problem is, most artists are Democrats, so they're not allowed to give the guy credit because it's a big lie. My man Huggy Bear says Trump will be losing. You better hope not, dude. If he does, you better pick out a dress and turn over them guns because that's what they're waiting for. You better ask benevolent dictator what job you'll be doing. You know what I mean? You better put on that jumpsuit and show up for the bus at 6 a.m. every morning and enjoy that farm work and try to step out of line and see how it works. You don't believe me?
He signed up to be one of their enforcers.
Yeah, well, he thinks. Can I tell you the big dirty secret? Marxists are racist. Marxists do not like black people. They like using black people. So the big dirty secret is no matter how empowered you feel you're going to have in a society and in a Marxist reign where they hate everyone but themselves and their specific bloodline, you know what I mean? They're going to oppress everyone they can, regardless. They don't care about race like we do. You know what I mean? Just like when you go around the world, people are like, we don't do it like you do in America. You know, I was talking to a white Jamaican dude and I was like, but where are you from? He's like, Jamaica. And he's like, but where? I was like, but yeah, but what? He's like, I'm Jamaican, bro. He's like, you understand other Jamaicans call me Jamaican because I'm from Jamaica. My skin color doesn't matter there. You know what I mean? As far as what I am, you know, it's like, yes, I come from this place and that, and my ancestors are this, and that's all important. But I don't get to say I'm not Jamaican. You know what I mean? And he's like, everywhere I go in the world, only Americans go, but you can't be Jamaican. He's like, everywhere else in the world I go, I say I'm Jamaican. They're like, okay, well, if that's where you were born and raised, that's what you
every other place in the world, Nationality is the order of the day.
Correct.
America is the only motherfuckers who are like, oh, you white, oh, you black, oh, you no, bitch, I'm Jamaican, I'm French,
Exactly.
I'm from the UK. Like, the fuck you mean? What you talking about? You motherfuckers are weird. That's just what it all boils down to.
Yep. See,
Motherfuckers are weird.
Yeah. Well, and not only that, it's the Marx. Okay, so Marxism did it with class, but class isn't as effective, right? Because there's a lot of people with wealth and means. Oh, there he is, checking in late.
All right, chums up. Ready, guys? Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins!
LS in the building.
Look at my African American over here. Look at him. Are you the greatest?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, LS in the building. I just love it when LS checks in because we get to use all the drops. So anyway, that gives us a great excuse. Anyway, that stuff was powerful, man. That was powerful. But yeah, man, I just feel like, you know,
it's
you gotta
going
wake
digital
up.
either way. You feel me? It's going digital either way. And
Yeah.
I'm just ready, I'm just ready. I hope people I want them to realize the truth and what's happening, and I want them to fix it. But if not, if you're looking for me, I'll be on the block with my thing out the bleed, sitting on the drop now. Cause I'm a rider. Yeah.
Soul survivor.
And that's how it's going down. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's going down. They're gonna have to realize that. Because I'm not going for this foolishness, bro. I'm not going for it. I'm not going for this cheat. Any Democrat that's standing behind Kamala Harris after not being able to cast a vote for this stinking bitch, man, fuck them. They some of the weakest, dumbest, low vibrational motherfuckers on the face of this earth. I ain't got no words for your stupid ass other than the ones that I'm laying on your punk ass right now. You stupid son of a bitch. Yeah, I'm heated. I'm heated for you motherfuckers to be talking about I'm the party of motherfucking democracy and we need to have a vote. And then you want to be the ones to take people off the goddamn ballots. The people are supposed to choose who they want. And you want to take motherfuckers off to stop them from voting on the motherfucking ballot for them people. You ought to lose. You ought to be ashamed of your motherfucking self. You stupid, low-grade son of a bitch. This shit don't make no goddamn sense. You ain't got no integrity. You ain't got no brain. You do whatever the fuck they tell you to do. And it feels good.
Yep.
You just bend over and take it. You told them, don't even use the lube for me no more, daddy. That's what the fuck's coming out of your stinking ass mouth. You let them do this stupid shit, and then you capping for these niggas motherfucking stole a motherfucking votes. You talking about some fake electors. Bitch, those was fake electors at your motherfucking convention.
Yep. Not only figured there was no election to be had, there was no election. There was selection. Your parties in power told you who was going to be the person you were going to pick, took the money they raised for someone else, put it behind that person, and said, that's your person. And all of you were like, yay. While the one motherfucker who absolutely could have done better than Trump, RFK, absolutely could have done better. We all know that if they would have put him in. They blocked him out, iced him out, shit on him so hard he's now on Trump's team. What does that tell you? Democratic, possibly the most royal Democratic family, the Kennedys, considered definitely political royalty in this country, and Democrats, literally the Democratic Party as of today treated that man so bad, he teamed up with your nightmare, the dude that you can't sleep at night because that guy is more fair and honest than your Democratic Party, more democratic, caring more about democracy. Yet somehow they just pop some Canadian Drake-looking chick up there, you know what I mean, who you know, carry hot sauce in her purse. She hasn't gone that far yet, but you know, oh yes, I want Doritos. I want Doritos. You know what I mean? So all it got was to be said. True story. She tanked so hard in her presidential run. Tanked so hard. It was embarrassing. You know what I mean? So there is that as well. So what I want to do real fast is just go over. I pulled it up and I did this, man, as we rolling out and Illuminati bloodlines. Yeah, man, I want to get into that one day about bloodlines and how important do you think that is, right? Because that is something that I think the JD Vance pick was meant to kind of for all the other folks. Because there's a lot of bastards out there, right? Over half of all children born, not over half, I think it's like 48, almost half of all children born are born to single parent homes now, right? So those are a lot of us with no bloodlines. There's a lot of us who I never met my father, so I never met my grandfather or grandmother on that side. I have no idea who those people are. I have no bloodline there. I have none. Our last name is Hall. I know my father, my birth father, who I've never met. I know he had blood in him. I know he had Caribbean blood in him. And I know that supposedly they are loosely related to Prince Hall in some way. That's all I really know. And I would have to like go study more and talk to those people, and I have no desire. I know on my other side, my mother's maiden name is Yeager, was a Native American woman, my grandmother, and then my grandfather, who was German, but he was poor German. Basically, in the Dust Bowl, a bunch of people came to Oklahoma. You know what I mean? To basically dirt farm. And he joined the military. We have a huge Air Force base, one of the largest in the nation here. He joined up, you know, when he was like 18, and the man retired from the Air Force. That's what I know about my family, basically. You know what I mean? That's basically what I know. And all of our roots are in a non-slave state, and I can't find anything that said that we own slaves. But I can find something that says that I'm loosely related to Prince Hall, which is pretty cool. However, that's about the, you know what I mean, Native American, black and white. And I couldn't tell you, right? And people are like, blah, blah, and you're this and that. Bro, I don't know. You know what I know? I know I got to buy groceries. I know that I would love to have a business where I could employ 4 or 5 people that I love and care about that are just struggling. And I know if given the right opportunity, they could do amazing work for a company. And if that company made good money, it could provide them a good living. And I would like to build that for people. I'm also lucky enough to work with people I believe in because I need to be inspired. I just do. It's who I am. And I'm lucky enough to work with people like you, my other clients, that inspire me daily for the fight you're doing. And I want to be a part of that. And I want to help you. And I want you to know you have somebody, because I know what it's like to have fucking nobody. And I'll be that guy. So whatever you want to call me, whatever you want to call Pro, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter to me. To me, it has to do with who you are now and what you're willing to build now. And the scary thing is I want to believe the American dream that no matter who you are, right? But then you have like Clarence Thomas, who came from sharecroppers. That guy is much more of an inspiration to me than some white dude who came from a healthy, rich family, right? Because I came from not sharecroppers, but dirt poorness, literal dirt poorness. So people who came from that are more of an inspiration, regardless of their skin color, to me when I see them and go, hey, I can do that too. However, when I look at the whiteys, when I look at Chalky, it seems to be it's always bloodline. It's like, oh, this person was related to this person and their cousins with these people. And I'm just like, good Lord. You know what I mean? I'm like well, I wish, man. I wish I had that Kaepernick in me. I'd grow a fro and cry about how hard life was. It'd be great. You know what I'm saying? You read Plato's The Republic, the first blueprint of Zionism and eugenics. He talks about how the state will make sure you don't know your parent. Boom. Exactly. Yeah.
So,
Wow.
man, like it's, you know, we're talking about, you know, bastards coming up in the world and taking their rightful place in the game. Did you watch House of Dragon?
No, I haven't watched House of Dragons. You know, it's you know how I am.
Because
you know how I am about that, man. Like Umbrella Academy was the far. You know, I don't like the fantasy. I think it's all kind of gay. Sorry, dog. I know. I
understand they put good shit in it, and you know, you mentioned right. So you mentioned the bastards taking their rightful place, and in the second season, spoiler alert. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. Spoiler alert. You can go back and watch how it happened, fuckers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is done. The bastards took their rightful place and was fucking riding dragons and shit. You know what I'm saying? They went on like, hold on, your bloodline is XYZ. So we'll talk more about this in the bloodline conversation. But like, they went and hollered at the bastards, and the bastards took their place and handled business in these streets, bro.
Yeah, man.
So it's a beautiful thing. Everybody can achieve and do some things, whether you know the bloodline or not. You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of, know what you need to know and make sure that you leave a legacy in this world, and then make sure your kids know the bloodline from at least let you be the start of the bloodline that they know about, and go forth and forward.
Hell yeah, man. Like I think about you, and like your grandfather was amazing. Your father is amazing. You're amazing. Your kids are going to be amazing. That's beautiful, man. You know what I mean? I love the fact that our family is what it is. But yeah, man, I think that we need to destroy and pollute those bloodlines, in my opinion. Those powerful people that protect each other over and over and that are basically one step past incest, you know what I mean? So isn't Kamal? I did not know that. I did not know he disowned her. I wouldn't blame him, but I didn't know that. Have you heard that, bro?
Drop that link.
Yeah, let's drop that link.
I know he got upset about her and her Jamaican stuff, but I don't remember the disowning. Definitely drop that link. Because that will be dope. We barely hear him mention her or hear her mention him, and we haven't seen him. Like, he wasn't even at the DNC.
He was at all.
Alive.
Good point.
He's still alive, and he wasn't at the DNC. So it's possible.
All right, man. While we're here, I want to break this down for you, man. And this is basically fact checking the DNC. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Couple things that were said. I want to hit the major points, right? The first one, and this is an easy lookup. Even you can go to DuckDuckGo. I don't know if it'll work on Google. But you can look right now and just Google #1 killer of children. You know what I mean? And it is not guns. It is not guns. It is disease. And when they say #1 killer of children, they're also including suicide and people that are eligible to be tried as an adult. So it is not true that guns are the #1 killer of children. Okay. So that is not true at all. So let's see here. What does Snopes say about it? Motor vehicle crashes used to be the leading cause of death among children and teens. Now, here's how they do this, okay? Just so you know, there's no available data for 22, 23, or 24. They're saying that guns was the leading cause of death for children between 1 and 19, right? So capping the range at 17 alters the result, as children 17 and under have a greater risk of dying in vehicle-related injuries, not guns. So over 17, when you can be tried as an adult, so from 17 to 19, more of them are dying by gun use, right? But they're not including disease, which is killing more than any of them. So the first one they said was the #1 cause of death was guns, and that is not that is not correct. It is disease. Second, we already covered this. Find people on both sides. Literally, Joe Biden came out and said there were fine people on that old thing. Even Snopes has debunked that. He completely condemned white supremacists and neo-Nazis in the very same speech less than 5 minutes from that statement. He was talking about completely different things there. Inflation is over. He said inflation is lower than it has been since the beginning and continually getting lower. This is a blatant lie. Now, here's how my man says, I'm close to supporting it because of people that will end their bloodline. That's true. The bastards have definitely been running this world since the flood. Yeah, I wish I was one of them. What can I say? The fact that Dr. Harris wasn't at the DNC proves he disowns her and has nothing to do with her. By the way, her sister can get it. All right, LS. I like it.
I'm going to come.
So anyway, the very fine people on both sides debunk guns being the #1 killer by far and easily provable debunked. When you take children under 17 out of it, it's auto crashes and disease. So only people that can and are often tried as an adult. Now, once again, suicide is over half of that number. And it is easy to assume that if a child wants to commit, if anyone wants to commit suicide, the gun is just the easiest way to do it. But you can still jump off a bridge, there's a million ways. Anyway, let's not get into that. So, yeah. Oh, and abortion kills by far the most children. Second place ain't even close, and that is absolutely 100% accurate. Thank you, LS, for that. Now, inflation is over 20% in the past 4 years, or simply because here's how they manipulate it. They take out energy costs, or they go, oh, the home market is rising, right? So because these numbers are good, we're going to skew all these numbers. Now, inflation has directly to do with unemployment, which we have covered almost ad nauseum on this show. And now it's coming out are bullshit numbers. So inflation and it going down is bullshit if the employment numbers are bullshit, because those two numbers are tied directly to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Now, simply put, since the day Joe Biden was elected till now, it costs you $17,000 more to maintain your lifestyle per year. That is insurance, which has skyrocketed. Monthly car costs, which have skyrocketed. Which, by the way, I just thought of something, by the way, that you were talking about before, bro. Voter insurance.
Mm-hmm.
What if we, because here's a way to force people to be accountable, but it not be partisan. Voter insurance. You buy voter insurance for $1, $2, that ensures your vote is cast for the right person. Now we get chain of custody on that vote and get to follow it. Voter insurance. Now, who's liable if your vote doesn't get to where it's supposed to go? You want to tighten shit up quick, fast, in a hurry?
Mm-hmm.
Let all these precincts and all these counties and all these states know that if the vote is not properly counted, or if my vote is not properly represented due to a incorrect number of votes counted, therefore it doesn't hold the weight and value it's supposed to because you've added a bunch of bullshit votes that can't be proven, I get to sue. I get to make a claim. It's not even suing, it's making a claim. And you understand, making a claim for damages is very different than suing, right?
Yep.
Suing, you a judge or a jury or both have to find in your favor. Making a claim is not that way. I have legal standing already.
Mm-hmm.
My man says,
I like that.
so imagine if we created voters insurance. And then that way, it doesn't matter what side you're on. You paid $1 to guarantee your ballot hold the value. Okay, so for instance, right? Well, let's break this down. For instance, and these numbers, just ride with me. These numbers aren't right. But say in Savannah, there's 100,000 voters, and I'm using easy, facetious numbers. There's 100,000 people registered to vote, right? And everybody that is going to cast a vote pays that $1 for that ballot insurance there. And say that's 58,000 roughly, which is about the numbers, right? For voting, if 100,000, about 58% vote. So anyway, so all of those people have their ballot cast and have insurance. Now, what I can do is weight the value of that vote, right? Meaning 10 million, facetiously, 10 million people vote. Out of that 10 million, 100,000 of those votes are coming from my state, right? So out of that, I can place the value on my vote as this 0.2% of the decision of who will be the president, right? 0.03% of who will be the president. That is the value of my vote. Now I have insurance, just like I can get on my hands. Chef Gordon Ramsay has $4 million insurance on his hands. One of my guitars, well, it's not in this picture because I don't want even people knowing I have it. It was my grandfather's guitar. It's a 63 Guild hollow body. Anyway, it's right there. But anyway, the point is that guitar is insured, right? So we can pretty much insure anything. Why don't we do ballot insurance, bro? Not even vote insurance, but ballot insurance. Because that is my ballot, right? I own it. It is mine. It is provided to me legally, and I have a legal right to it. You can get insurance on your land that you buy that you have a legal right to, right?
That's something worth looking into. It's a damn good idea.
That's a Georgia Nerds phone call.
Yes, it is.
Quite honestly.
Yes, it is.
But I'm just saying, if we had that, if I had insurance on my vote and I don't feel like my vote was counted properly or carried the weight it should have, I did not get the value of it that I am owed as a right.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Then can't I file a claim and you have to prove to me that my vote carried the weight it did? And if not, why not? That's how you ensure free and fair elections, in my opinion. That's probably why they would never let it happen. I did not kill myself. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
It's the latest election rule change in Georgia due to the shenanigans on Tybee Island.
You probably mean Skidaway Island, and I don't know. I'll have to look into that.
I'm about to say I'm excited to hear this one, but Pro is tired, and we gonna get. So anyway, I was ready to do 3 tonight. I was like, he's gonna want to go long. But Pro's like, bro, my Saturday was a real one. So
it was a real one.
That's absolutely.
But we still going.
So let me wrap this real fast. So inflation. Whether you want to fight numbers or not, it costs you $17,000 to maintain the lifestyle that you had 4 years ago. That's inane. Who here makes 17 grand more in the past 3.5 years? Suckers and losers. Supposedly Trump said that to a shitty general, and even the general admitted he may have heard wrong. He's recanted more than twice. He's come out and said, no, I did hear it. No, I didn't. And it was one guy. Right? National ban on abortion. We know that's a lie. To the point of you can put Trump's videos up of him going, no, I will not support a national ban on abortion. Something Michelle said. Lie. Blatant lie. Video proof. Project 2025. That's all you heard. Completely debunked. The head of Project 2025 has stepped down. Trump says he wants nothing to do with it, yet they still are doing it. You know why? Because they're so shitty. That was their battle plan, and they can't turn that boat around quick enough. 7, bloodbath. He said bloodbath. It is a term used commonly in the financial industry to indicate a destructive market pattern or practice. Bloodbath is a term used commonly in the financial industry to indicate a destructive market or destructive market practices.
You can't handle the truth.
I'm surrounded by idiots.
Yes. And finally, the last one, border crossings. They were saying that, okay, so Biden and then 2 other people came out and said that the border is safer now than under Trump. Stop it. Under Biden, just in the last 90 days, 104,000 total. Right? 104,000 total. Under Trump, last 90 days, it was 36,000. So it's more than tripled. Total under Trump, total illegal immigration under Trump, 3 million. Under Biden, 10 million. It is more than tripled. And then finally, the racial wealth gap. They scream racial wealth gap is better than ever before. That's a lie. The racial wealth gap in 2022, who was president in 2022? Under that guy and the vice president, and that administration, the gap between black and white folks making money was the largest it has ever been. This late in the game. 2022, the largest racial wealth gap ever, and is currently at its all-time high under numbers. It's just lowered a little bit. So you tell me who COVID hurt. You tell me who COVID hurt the most. You tell me the administration that loves black people the most. Who hurt you the most? John McCain was a loser. I like the ones that didn't get caught. Good, me too. Fuck you. Anyway, so I was going to ask you. I definitely wanted your comment on that, man. We'll get out of here. But the something that they hadn't brought up a lot, but they brought it up at the DNC, and that is the racial wealth gap. And I think they haven't, because some basic research, Pew Research will show you that financially what they're saying is not true. But I haven't heard that lately. As a political, we all know, but as a political topic, like I haven't heard of the war. It's so weird. The only thing they say about the war is more of it, and let's keep moving.
They're doing so bad at it. Bad at it. So because they're doing bad, they don't want to talk about it. But what they'd rather talk about is this. They don't want to talk about the racial wealth gap for real. They don't want to talk about businesses. They don't want to talk about policy. No. They don't have that for anybody. What they do have is this.
There are rumors that Beyonce might make an appearance. I personally think that that's true, but we shall see.
Oh, we're going to say this now. Can I say this?
Well, wait, let's couch it in rumors and rumbling.
Okay, let's just say, so, I mean, that's out there, the Beyonce talk.
You have to stay tuned, but I have it on really good word. The Beehive is buzzing right now because the preparation for the Beehive, it has to start early. Sources come from backstage. That's all I'll tell you.
Okay.
TMZ and The Hill reporting that she will indeed be making a surprise performance on stage here.
Congressman was just dancing along, and he's excited that he's hearing rumors, which a donor confirmed to me that she's also hearing that Beyonce is en route.
President of all things music and fashion and style, i.e. Beyonce, is going to show up. Queen Bey.
Surprise guest tonight. Beyonce.
I know Beyonce's got to be in town, right? My gosh, is that what we're in for? A Beyonce show tonight?
There are rumors.
Lord.
Beyonce may be there this evening.
It was almost a mic drop moment.
We may see Beyonce.
Is the United Center going to be turning into the Beehive tonight? Earlier today, we spoke with Chris.
Do y'all see how much they put this shit out here? We ain't done.
George, the executive director of the DNC host committee.
Holding out hope for Beyonce.
Is that going to happen?
I don't know, but that's what I
whispering
want.
about it around here. I know. I thought you would have the insider tip on that.
I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. They're keeping it very close to the vest.
Of course, like everyone else, we're hoping that Beyonce makes an appearance.
There could be a surprise performance from Beyonce.
Is that a Beyonce song playing right now? And is that telling us something possibly? Breaking news. Breaking Beyonce news. The rumor has it Beyonce may be performing. Someone's doing a warm up with her song. I'm just saying, Rachel, two pretty powerful Black women up on the stage together.
We'll see if we get Beyonce.
Who
And
was
Beyonce.
the other one, though?
I'm guessing
But
she's
who was
here.
the
We're
other
hearing
one?
rumors about
Huh?
Who was the other powerful Black woman besides Beyonce on stage? Who were
Beyonce.
they?
I tried to get Senator Booker to give me the tea on that, but he
Barack?
just played coy.
Beyonce comes out, I just
She
may
only
lose
have-
my cool
she only-
just a little bit.
Charles, we're going to break you off right now to get you back on the hunt for Beyonce in the building.
Yeah, I press play on you again because you funny.
Oh my gosh.
So they pushed this. They lied, they lied, they lied. And then they did worse than that. All right. They knew that she wasn't coming. But they did that literally to get the people to view, for people to watch. And there was no Beyonce. They're just liars. And at the end of the day, that's what the whole DNC was, a bunch of fucking lies. You just debunked a bunch of them, and then we just showed the biggest one of all.
Not including the fact they left out that the Ukrainian army is now using American tanks and guns to incur into Russia, which is exactly what Putin wants. You understand? Once you're offensive, I get to defend like a. You know how many people I pray, people that have made those threats. I'm like, oh, I hope you do. You know what I mean? Trust, I've called the police. They all know. They know your name. They know where you live. They know your motherfucking birthday. They got your picture. So if you end up with a couple in your chest because you end up in the wrong parking lot, I'm going to be all right. You threatened me. You know what I'm saying? Trust, this is all set up. Who the fuck is Beyonce? They had MC5 at the Chicago DNC. Yeah, see, I loved that. I loved back in the day when the MC5 was doing their thing. But they definitely were a political op. Come on, Jonah. That was a Dem-funded band for real. Anyway, what do you got this week coming up, man? There's so much more I want to say, but it's just running around the park more. It's just at the end of the day, media is gross. You can't Google, you can't Brave search. Basically, DuckDuckGo is the only one even close. You can't do anything. If you just type the word Trump news in, it's why Kamala is so much better. If you type in Kamala memes, it's why Kamala's meme army is amazing. If you type in no tax on tips, it's Trump stole that idea from her. It's just so inane. It just like you put Beyonce not showing up actually helps Kamala. How? Anyway.
This week, got a few meetings, man. You know, we're getting down to nitty gritty. We're within the 75-day mark of election.
Yeah.
So, you know, things are going to get crazy. Things are going to get hairy. We have Kamala Harris coming to town on Thursday.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go do my thug dizzle.
You got a team?
Maybe.
I
Got
take
some
one
newbies.
more person. I take just at least one more. So you
Yeah.
got that witness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, I'm taking my drone.
There you go. There you go.
That's my big witness, you know. But I'm going on if it's where it's supposed to be at, it'll be pretty friendly territory.
Good.
It'll be friendly territory. At least that, their police will be in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like if something was to happen, they'll be like, nah, you did it. Come here. You know what I'm saying? So like
Yeah.
as long as it plays out that, I'm good to go. I'm good to go. I'm not really worried. I'm just going out there. I might put my MAGA hat on, but I'm gonna put on my I'm gonna make a new t-shirt, twerking over tangibles or something like that. And yeah, we're gonna do some interviews, talk to some people. Last night I went to the club, college kids, and they actually enjoyed the fact that I had on the Fight Like Hell shirt and the MAGA hat. So, that was pretty cool. Look, say what you want to, man. Like, you got a lot of these kids out here who ain't fucking with Kamala, bro. Like, it's
Well, they messed around
gonna
and
be
made
big.
Trump an anti-hero. They
Yeah.
messed around and turned Trump into Stone Cold.
Yeah, they did.
You
and
know
they
what I
let
mean?
him Stone Cold.
Honestly, it's that shot heard around the world, man.
I heard
If
around
they'd
the
have
world.
got him, it'd have been a very different story, but they missed. And then
Yep.
they got RFK to team up with him. He's the rebel now. He's the name you
Yep.
cannot say. And anytime you make somebody that evil, look at all the kids, look at Lil Nas X with the devil shit and the rock stars with the devil shit. A lot of them weren't really, satanic worshipers, but they knew if they put a pentagram and, we're from hell on the cover, a million kids would buy it just because, you know what I mean? They're rebels. Trump is the rebel. Trump is hated by everyone but the people who don't hate him. And that makes us, a movement. At that point, we are now a movement. So, yeah,
Yep.
man.
So yeah, we got the Kamala Thursday, and then Friday night flights live from Pope Palooza, man. It's going down.
Woo! Tell us a little more about that.
And Pope
Palooza, what is that for us uneducated?
That's a show for an artist showcase here in the city where local performers go and perform in front of a crowd and get the stuff over the loudspeakers, and we critique it as tastemakers and movers and shakers in the city of Savannah. So school's back in, so the talent should be different, and the crowd will be different, which means the winners will be different. So we're gonna see how that goes, man. It's gonna be fun. It's a good time, man. Shouts out to Tap Money. Shouts out to Island Breeze. Shouts out to Bros Wildlife Beezy, man. Shouts out to DJ Kryptonite. Shouts out to DJ MJ. Shouts out to Ville's Grill, who'll be holding it down as well, man. It'll be a good time, man. Best chicken wings in the city, Ville's Grill. It'll be a homecoming too. It's going down.
I can't wait, man. October, I'm coming. Homecoming. So you have a homie. And I might just say, man, you better find a place in the closet. I don't need that much space. You see me. I'm not huge.
Harry Potter, baby. We're gonna make it happen.
I'll sleep in the back of the truck. You know what I mean? I ain't scared. Let's just make it happen. So anyway, but man, that sounds amazing. Of course, Friday night's gonna be hot live from Pope Palooza. I love it. It's like kind of like an American Idol setup. It sounds like with some of the hottest new talent coming from one of the most talent-rich places in America historically, even up until this day. So Mike wants to pause. No, Danny. But Fuego ain't said shit in a while. Fuego ain't said shit in 2 hours. All of a sudden, he's like, "Oh, fair. I deserve it, Fuego. I deserve it. You are the man. We love you." And thank you to all the chat for coming out. Tuesday night, I'm excited. Yeah, P-A-U-S-E. Pause. Tuesday night, I'm excited, guys. My little show, PT Pod, gonna have a great MMA fighter on there, and I'm also trying to get a friend of mine who's an actor, acted in a couple of Disney movies and stuff. So that's my fun show there. And then of course, as you know, man, Friday night flights. I'll always be in the chat and in the building, supporting. That way. And yeah, man, have a good week. I think the key is, remember, in life. Once again, my mentor told me this, and it was powerful, man. And it's simple, but sometimes simple is the most effective. And that's, by the way, no homo. Red, green, yellow. And that's how I'm trying to approach things. And when my boy sees me get over my skis, my mentor, very wise man, he calls me. He's like, remember red, green, yellow, right? In life, there are 3 kinds of people you're going to deal with. Green people. Those are people on your side. Those are people you can look to and go, all right, back to back, we got to fight our way out of this room. And no question. Those are your green folks. That's who you work with and build with and plan and plot with to make things better. You got your yellow folk. Yellow, just like a stoplight, means they're slow going. They're not sure. Do they want to keep going through the intersection and get to your side of the street? Do they want to turn? They want to keep their options open. Yellow folks are who we reach out to, right? Yellow folks are the folks that the mid-center folks that are working on it, that are thinking of it. You know what I mean? And then finally, you got your red folks. And those are the folks that, you know, you got to be careful, because unfortunately there are different colors of red. There are people that are like, screw you, I'm a hardcore Democrat, blue no matter who. I don't hate you, but, you know, we are not going to ever agree. Okay, fine. But then there are people that are going to attack you and call you racist and say they want to hurt you, say they would enjoy hurting you, and they are going to hurt you because they disagree with you politically, and lie and call you names and all of that shit. And don't fuck with them. Don't waste your time. You're not going to change their mind. You're not. It's going to be the thing where they're lining up to get on the bus to go work in the farms. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh, I thought I was going to be a badass in this state. It's like, no, you're not. There's going to be a tiny white man with a gun. That's who's going to be control. How's that going to make you feel? You know what I mean? You voted for a skinny ass white boy with a gun who's going to hold it on your head no matter how big and bad you are, to make sure that you pull those crops or you work in that factory. How much money do you get to make? Oh, whatever they say, or really none. The company store will tell you what you get. Or maybe if you're really lucky and you give them all your guns and all your voting rights, they'll put you in a dress. You know what I mean? Give you some pills to make you not a man, if you're really lucky. But that's the Democratic Party, man. And we're not about it. So please make sure you listen. Focus in. Don't worry about the people in the red. They're going to be in the red, and you can't teach them. Once again, they're going to have to see a point of a gun and realize it don't matter how badass I am. I gave up my guns and my rights, and I didn't even choose this person, but I beat up people on Facebook for disagreeing, and now this person has a point of a gun at me. Fight for your rights. Focus on the yellow people in the yellow, not red or green. Work with the green people to get to the yellow folks, and we're here for you, man. And we stand up. The one good thing about the algorithm is I am attracting some more conservatives, and that's nice. You know what I mean?
Beautiful thing. It's always beautiful.
Shout out to all the people that listen. Even if you disagree, we thank you. Shout out to all our heavy contributors. Fuego, shout out. LS, shout out. Troublemaker Jonas, shout out. Amy, shout out. Jack, shout out. All y'all. Of course, Reef back in the building. JR Bell back in the building. The homie who dropped in and just said Trump gonna lose and then bounced. He did not want to smoke.
Nah.
Huggy Bear did not want to smoke. Clearly.
You know what it is. Because, see, he Huggy Bear, but he ain't the real pimp. You feel me? I'm a pimp named Slickback, nigga. I am a pimp named Slickback. Motherfucker, put the baby powder in this motherfucker.
You are. Yeah, no, man. I just think it's funny how he dropped in and said some good stuff and then bring out. You know what I'm saying?
Quickly.
My man says, stay off Facebook and go plant some tomatoes. Yes. Go to the gun range. Yep. You know what I mean? Find you a nice little country piece 20, 30 miles outside of town and learn how to shoot your gun. You know what I mean? So anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. What do you want to leave the people with, bro?
Hey, man. Make yourself better today than you was yesterday, so that you'll have a better opportunity the next day. You dig what I'm saying? Keep your powder dry, y'all. Get ready for the fight of your life, because it's coming. I can't wait. I'm one of the ones who really can't wait. I can't wait. So with that being said, hey, man, y'all be good. I'm out.
Thank you so much, man. This has been Rumble on Rumble number 37. We are out.